Hi everyone, welcome to TVON. My name is Joyce and thank you so much for being here with us today on this beautiful, although a little bit rainy, of a Saturday morning here. Now we have a lot to get to today. Of all the pieces I have to say, just a heads up, I only have 3 brand new pieces, 2 of which have a color changing phenomena to them. So keep an eye out for those. A couple of them may be coming up really early in the show. And I just have to shout this out one more time, but if you weren't here with me last night, I had a 204 Paraiba in a ring, and to my knowledge, it is still here. And just to be sure, I did some extra researching last night and this morning, and yep, I confirmed it. 204 Paraiba stones should not be going for that price. So if you've been still thinking about it overnight, maybe you want to see it one more time, I have it up here, right in front of me. So just a heads up there. And of course, if you have new requests, we are welcoming those as well. If you want to just, take a look at the website, see what we have. And if you want us to bring it out and show it, I mean, it could be anything from literally $9.99 to like $20,000, whatever you want to see. As long as we have it, we can get our hands on it, we'll bring it out for you and show it, and you can let us know what you think. So we have a lot to get to today, and I thought of continuing with the theme we had last night, which was bringing out these pieces that we have not seen in a long time. And long time meaning like a couple years, which, time really does fly. But when you have to keep an eye on things like prices going up and down, the gold prices, right? It seems like it was so long ago. So I have a couple of pieces here today that definitely is like revisiting the past. So very excited to get to those pieces, very specifically a bangle. So we all know how much gold is in a single bangle, so very excited about that. And I also do have some diamond pieces that I will be previewing today. They will be here tomorrow, so really just these pieces you do not want to miss. Like, I got a little sneak peek at what's going to happen with these pieces, and I am honestly incredibly surprised. So I'm gonna be wearing them throughout today's show, but they will be here tomorrow, so please mark your calendars. And I'm just amazed. So let's get to it and take a look at what we have, which is going to be a really interesting ring that we might not really, exactly know of, being this designer piece. And it definitely does have this sort of patriotic flair to it with the sapphires and the rubies and the diamonds. This is 1119829. So right off the bat we already have a piece that, it looks like a huge jumbo piece, and it absolutely is, especially when you have it set at an angle. What do I mean by that? Typically, when you have like a square shape or a cushion cut or even a round, if you just have it like set there, it looks a little bit smaller, right? As opposed to, let's say, the pear shape, the ovals, right? But when you take these more squared off shapes and you set it at an angle, it's still the same size, but it gives it this illusion of being a larger, a larger stone, right? A larger piece. And this one definitely has that sort of vibe here. And it's in the 18K white gold, has to stay like it is. Now we only have a total weight of 1.60 carat of the diamonds, the rubies, and the sapphires all together. And here's the thing though, when you take a look at this piece on the hand, I know it's a little bit early, but I really just want to show you what it looks like size-wise. I mean, you take a look at that ring, the band has completely disappeared. You're looking at that wondering, oh yeah, it's probably going to be like $4,000, which, I don't blame you, right? That's a large ring. It's got a lot going on. Those blue sapphires, you can see them individually from so far away, and not to mention the diamonds and the rubies as well. And you're probably thinking, $39.99, which I think completely fair. I talked to a lot of you guys on the phones, and you guys love to call in early and stay on the lines, and you guys start guessing the price, right? You're like, oh, I hope they're gonna do this, I hope they're gonna do that, and usually you guys are right. But that ring right there, $39.99, is so far off from the truth, I simply cannot believe it. And also I love that, this is coming tomorrow. This is coming tomorrow, the bracelet. So love that, we are still bringing brand new here today, but this ring right here, I mean, look at that, right? It's not high off the hand at all. It is a little bit layered, I will say, yes, but it's not so high off to the point where it's going to start catching on things, right? It is smooth to the touch. It's giving a little bit like a signet style. True to size on this one, it is unbelievably comfortable. It's not even going to be $19.99 here today. And let's bring it back up close. Would love for you to see how consistent all of the stones are, right? And sapphires and rubies is not exactly easy to do that. Throughout the years, you've seen sapphires that some of them are more of this brighter royal blue color. The others are darker and inkier, and you don't necessarily see what's going on inside of the stones. But these stones are all perfectly matched. They are bright, they are vivid, they are definitely visible from miles away. And here's what we're gonna do on this one. Call me quick, this one has to go. Otherwise, I would love to just take it apart and melt it down here. But we are going to make it $1,299 for this entire jumbo ring in the 18K white gold. Guys, that is solid 18K white gold. Simply unbelievable. And again, if you have any requests, please do let us know here. I do have, I think, what might be the largest Indicolite pendant that we have in our inventory right now. That is here today. Have a lot of these higher end pieces too, so forgive me. I just love the museum pieces, the private collection, and I just love to share these pieces with you guys. And again, do not forget, I'm going to keep shouting it out, that 204 Paraiba we had from last night for only $99.99. I mean, part of me feels obligated to put a 1 in front of that first 9 there, but we're going to just go with it here. So $12.99 on this one. One caller gets it here. And we're going to move on a little bit quickly here. I would love to get to the first of our 3 brand new pieces here today. This one is going to be the first of the color change stones. And it is in fact going to be in that 3-stone style. So let me know on this one. It has to go for $12.99. That is ridiculous. And there we go from the back and the side, right? That's a lot of gold for one ring for only $12.99. And let's go on and bring you this lovely stone. This is a private collection color change diaspore. It is 1129351. And I mean, it is already color changing in front of your eyes. Do you see those bright, almost like those pinky Imperial topaz colors coming through? I mean, this stone typically does not look like this under normal, lighting. Typically they have more of that more golden brown, kind of like a tan color here and there, like a beige color with some green flashes coming through. But here you can see the stone trying to color change, even though the lights are, not working today. But look at that, right? As I block one of the lights, you can kind of see what I mean by those green colors in that center stone there. But as soon as I move my arm away, it's like, wow, those warm colors are coming through. This center stone is a 1034. The cut is perfection. Reminds me of that Kunzite we had last night. And it's in the 2-tone gold, straight out of the private collection. We love to see it. When a stone is able to combine the cool colors with the warm flashes, right? Something about that just speaks to me. This one absolutely does. And yes, those yellow diamonds, pear shapes, one on either side, they are going to be natural from the earth, totaling 54 points total weight between those 2 stones. Has to stay like it is. Now, most of the ring is going to be in that white gold here. It's just going to be that little bezel frame around your yellow diamonds there that are going to be in the yellow gold. But take a look at those stones, perfectly matched. That center stone is just bright and dazzling. And I admit, this stone, when I first saw it, did not really speak to me. Right, when I first saw the diaspores, I was like, it's okay. But once I saw these private collection stones, it's on the hand right now, and it's just, it's just different. You have regular diaspores, color change diaspores that pretty much anyone can have access to, and then you have stuff that comes out of the private collection that suddenly it's like, oh, am I still looking at the same stone, or is it something different, right? What is going on here? Do I have to pay a premium to get the better stones, right? You absolutely do not. And not only that, but we have decided to dress up this one singular stone with pear-shaped yellow diamonds, which, if you guys know, yellow diamonds, not exactly easy to come by these days, especially for a value. So this is what we're going to do on this one. Started at $6,999. Would love to get it out the door today. If you've been missing out on the private collection color change diaspores, I'm just happy that I have, one more ring to show you guys to really just, for someone out there who maybe has been missing out, these stones you do not want to miss out on. They are not unlimited, right? The private collection may be expansive, but for certain stones, we don't exactly have a million of each gemstone. Yes? I only have some of it. Yeah. The Rubellite, I do have it. The large one that I flashed? I believe so. I can show it next if you want. Sounds good. Rubellite coming up next, going with the round stones. And for this one, I mean, it's just beautiful, right? True to size on this one. The stone does sit atop on a little basket there. You have, again, your 3-so style look. We will size this one for you. Has to stay like it is in the gold color. And let's bring it back up closer so you can see your beautiful stone trying to change color right in front of your eyes, right there. And if you would like this, we are going to make it $2,999, and that is it on this one. I'm gonna go and grab my $495 round, also a private collection stone, but this time it's going to be a Rubellite. That is going to be coming up by request here. I had flashed it last night, did not fully present it here because I had a lot of tourmalines last night, but here we are. Color change diaspore. Let me know if you'd like to take it. Now, the only other color change diaspore that I have today is a rather large stone in a pendant. So if anyone is interested, I have a 3139 emerald cut color change diaspore in a pendant. Yes, the carat weight by itself is like, whoa. Whoa, how large of a stone is that? So if you want to see that, let me know. But next up we have 1128456. It is going to be here by request, just cleaning it up here. And let me know on this one, but look at that, right? The color changing is trying to happen right in front of your eyes. I love to see it. And next up we have this. This is our Rubellite. It is out of the private collection. It is our $495, one of the largest stones that we have left. And it still needs a little bit cleaning, but we will get that cleaned off for you here before it goes out. But look at that stone, how bright, how intense it is, and definitely not a pink tourmaline color. There is a difference, right? It's very similar to the story of the Indicolites where, you know, some Indicolites, they have a little bit more of that green color to it, and people just kind of call it an Indicolite just to, you know, get it out the door when it truly is not. So let me just kind of compare the two. This right here is a pink tourmaline, and that right there is a Rubellite. So you can see how the Rubellite has more of that darker, deeper color intensity to it, and definitely does have a little bit more of those intense reds. Here we have our $495. You have a carat 11 in your diamond weight, and these stones are, yes, naturally supposed to be included, and look at what it is doing. Now for this one, I do heavily recommend leaving it as is in the white gold. However, if you are okay with waiting, I will go ahead and okay a color change. If you wanted to color change it, the next one that I would recommend would be the yellow gold. But white gold, I would definitely say is the best bet for this one, especially to just appreciate the color of that center stone, right? It's not easy to come by. These stones are, you know, oh so popular here, and you know, not surprisingly, right? But for this one, supposed to be $7,999. Had it last night, flashed it real quickly, and here it is today. And let's do something crazy on this one. But first, let me try it on for you so you can see the true size perspective on this one. And I mean, just look at that, right? Even from a distance away, look at how intense that is. You're taking it already? Do not charge them $79.99. They can only pay, you know, $34.99 on this one. So congrats on that one. That was quick. See, that's how quickly they go. And I don't think I have any other Rubellites here today. So in fact, let me just go through the inventory in my mind. I don't think we have any other Rubellite in a ring left. I think we have earrings. If they want to see earrings, we have earrings that are pretty large, also with round stones. But yeah, rings, that is it. Congratulations on that one. And let's bring back our color change diaspore for a quick little look here in case you maybe missed it. This is our one of 3 of brand new pieces that I have here today. And in case you're wondering, that bracelet that I'm wearing and the diamond band that I have on my index finger, that will be coming up tomorrow on Sunday. So you definitely do not want to miss it. Please mark your calendars and keep an eye out for that one. And next up, I had planned that a large Indicolite pendant up next. So you know what? Let's just get to it because the value, it's there, right? It's there, it's gonna go. It doesn't matter what the price is, as long as there's a value, it is going to go. So this up next is going to be 1128893, and it is going to be for my gals out there who love a larger statement piece. Last night we had an Indicolite in a ring, flew out the door, and no surprise again, right? When the color is right, the price is right, you know, what are you gonna say no to, right? So let me know on this one, $29.99. Again, a beautiful color changing stone. And next up we have our Indicolite pendant that looks a little something like this. Now this is very similar to that stone that we had last night in the ring, but this is far larger. As the light dances through it, you can see the whole stone just come to life. This is in the platinum. This is something definitely special here. Collectors, I am summoning all of you with this one pendant. This is our 1124 center stone. It's got a little bit of that fancy cut. Yes. They show the bracelet? It's coming tomorrow, but I can preview it. Yeah, so that is going to be tomorrow. So the ring I'm wearing and the bracelet I'm wearing is going to be here tomorrow. So just keep an eye out for that and keep that in mind too. I know it's very tempting, but no, it is going to be here tomorrow on Sunday. Now back to this pendant, we have 50 points total weight in your diamonds. They're calling it a baguette. I am seeing a radiant cut. I'm seeing an emerald cut. I am seeing just a mixture of all of these different cuts. I mean, look at that, how smooth the light goes through that stone there, how saturated it is. Yes. Rubellite earrings, of course. We'll have to have someone go in the back and look for them. But yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the information. I remember what they look like. They're in two-tone gold, but they are larger earrings, so just keep that in mind. But look at that, right? It's almost like, once again, like a laser light show, right? This is a natural gemstone, by the way. There's no special effects built into this stone. This is all just this one stone plus a light source, and that is it, right? And another thing I wanted to just mention is that I know we don't see a lot of Indicolites, but if we're being really picky here, just keep an eye out for any stones out there that we have also rejected from here that they do have a slightly grayish base color. You know, if that's what you are okay with, that's fine. But personally speaking, I think if you have like a grayish blue color, it really just dulls down the stones, really just mutes the color. So if you're ever looking for an Indicolite, I would just say keep an eye out and make sure that the color is bright and open and clean, right? So as you can see, there's no gray color to this stone at all. I can even flip it around and show you through the back. That is a beautiful blue stone right there. And for this one, $79.99 start price as well, but we are not going to do that. We'd love for someone to own this piece, this beautiful, you know, it's a piece and a beast, right? It is a large pendant. And let me also show you what it looks like against the hand here so you can see truly a size perspective. I mean, look at that. When the stone is sitting upright and when it hits the light at the perfect angle, suddenly it's like, oh, now what is going on there, right? Special effects? It's just that stone. It's just the cutting with the light. You just go outside with this thing on and it's going to look like that. And you are going to be wearing this and walking around with it and it's going to look like that. Lights just dancing through the entire stone. It's not going to be even $5,999. Someone has to call me on this one. We simply do not see pieces like this ever. And look at that, right? Again, I'm wearing bright blue, but look at that stone just flash and glow. And it is not even $59.99. The size is perfect too, right? When you have such a rare collectible stone as an Indicolite, you would want to have a larger stone so that you can see it. And let's go back up close here, show you what it is all about one more time here. And the design too, right? The bail definitely does move, so there is some movement there in the bail, as you can see. But I just love how solid the entire piece is. It's almost like it's kind of giving like a dog tag style pendant with how bulky it is, with how, you know, how solid and bold it is overall. But if you would like this, we're gonna make it $3,999. One caller gets it. I mean, truly, this is a steal of a lifetime, especially given the size of that center stone and once again through the back here. So you can see that that is a clean stone, right? Not a single inclusion to be seen. And even from the back, the stone is just flashing and firing off of those bright blue colors. And $39.99 will make it yours on this one here. And we're gonna see if we have maybe the Rubellite earrings in the back, if someone can get them. Or I don't think they were moved, so I think they should still be in that tourmaline section there. But $39.99 on this one. Now, I do have another cat's eye Indicolite with yellow diamonds. So last night we had a beautiful ring. It, you know, flew out the door. It's a double halo of just tapered baguettes. It was a lot. But if you maybe miss out on that, if you're thinking maybe, you know, a double halo of tapered baguettes is a little too much, I have something a little bit more low key, but not by much. So just a heads up there. But that Indicolite absolutely has to go for $39.99. And next up, we have a bangle. So call me on this one. I think we might be verifying on this one as we speak. But we have 1112769 coming up next. I would love to just stay on this pendant, but we have to move on. And let me know if you would like to see anything else. Yes? Yeah. Also tomorrow. Yeah, so the band I'm wearing and the bracelet that I'm wearing, they are both going to be here tomorrow. I know it's like everyone's already excited, which is great, but they are going to be here tomorrow, so please mark your calendars. It's tomorrow, Sunday. Today's Saturday, so not today, but I know it's like the longer I wear this, the more I fall in love with it, but let me know on this one. And next up, we have that bangle. This bangle. This bangle with how many colored sapphires, all unheated, all natural from the ground. And although they may not be, you know, perfectly matching in a sense, but they are set together in a way where you have the ultimate sapphire collection in one bangle, all on your wrist. This is in the 14K white gold only. This is our 524 unheated multicolor sapphire bangle. Every single sapphire in this bangle is an Asher cut. And just look at all of the different colors, bright and vivid and in your face. This is definitely one of those pieces where it's like, you are not going to miss it. 82 points total weight on the diamonds on this one, and stays like it is. Now from the far left over here, we have a beautiful, it's almost like a teal sapphire. And then moving on next, we have a cornflower blue, which you know how rare those are. And next to it, you have a bright, vivid green that also has a faint hint of a blue color to it. In the center there, you have a canary yellow sapphire. And then it goes into the realm of the purples and the pinks. And you know, the pinks, they definitely do look like they are breaching on that Mahenge pink spinel sort of look, but they are definitely going to be your sapphires there. So you have some of the most sought after colors in one singular bangle. Now this bangle is also a 7-inch bangle, so as long as you have a 6.5 to a 7.5 inch wrist, I feel like it is going to work here, and that's what it looks like from the underside. So as you can see, every single sapphire is as clean as can be, not a single inclusion to be seen. You have your clasp over here, so double figure 8 safeties. Yes? No. They're in the back. The Rubellite? No, the rounds. They're drops. All right, we're gonna check up on that one. Yeah, I'm trying to think, any other Rubellite pieces? I don't think so. But let's see here. We do also have the double figure 8 safety clasp over there, and that means it's going to be double secured. And the price, we're missing a price. The price is the only thing that we are missing right over there, which that's okay, I'm here to help you. And okay, the price on this one, it's I feel a little bad because this is a price that happened when this piece was made. And the thing is, if you were to make this piece right now, it would be $11,999, especially when you consider the gold, especially when you consider the diamonds, especially when you consider the sapphires. Again, unheated sapphires are more rare and sought after. The heated stones, they're okay, but we want to get you the more exclusive pieces, right? The stuff that no one else can get their hands on, and still for a best value. This is going to be one of those. And okay, wait till you see it on the hand, because I have to show it on the hand. If you're thinking, yeah, those sapphires must be teeny tiny, absolutely not. These sapphires are not small. You know, 524 spread across several stones might seem small, but once you see it against the hand, suddenly it's like, oh, maybe it's because of the diamond halos, maybe it's because of I don't know what, but these stones all together, 524, that is impressive. And it's again, I said it before, I'll say it again, it's one of those pieces that you are not going to miss, right? If you have this on your wrist, you're not gonna like glance and like not really process it in your brain, right? It is going to be in your face. And that price tag, I am going to help you. This is not even going to be $5,999. It is absolutely unbelievable. And yes, once again, this bracelet and this ring right over here, they will be here tomorrow. But that bangle right there has to go today. Otherwise, we take it apart and melt it down. And I would love to just make several rings out of this one singular bangle here. It's not even going to be $3,999 for your multicolored sapphires. Again, it's quite literally the ultimate sapphire collection. So September babies, your month isn't over yet. You still have one more chance here to score a deal on a bangle. And yes, I only have this one. This is yet again something that we cannot recreate. This is something that we cannot bring back anymore. One, because of the gold. Two, because of the sapphires. Again, it's not easy to find stones with this sort of color, right? Cornflower blues, every time we have one, it just flies out the door. The teals, how many times throughout TVON history have we had teal sapphires? Not that often. Green sapphires, even those, right? We had a period of time where we had a couple come out and that was it. And, you know, pink sapphires, yet again, you have like 3 variants of the pinks and the purples over here. Also a very popular color. And the yellow sapphire, we went over this yesterday, right? All of these stones in one bangle, very popular, very sought after. And if you would like this entire piece, we are going to make it $2,999. This is absolutely unheard of for a bangle of this caliber, of this size. It must go, it has to go. And one caller will get it here today. So let me know on this one. Indicolite pendant is still here. And anything else, if you want to see anything from last night, especially that, you know, that Paraiba that I briefly mentioned, that I think I should flash here in case you maybe missed the show last night here. Had a 204 Paraiba in a ring with, you know, tapered baguettes in a halo around it, and this entire ring right here was $99.99. So if you would like this, let me know. If you need to see all the information again, let me know. But that center stone is a 204. It is just, you know, out of this world in terms of both the Paraiba and the price. And let me know on this beautiful bangle right here. It has to go. And, you know, it's a lovely style, don't get me wrong. I do like it, even though I'm not personally a bangle or bracelet wearer, because I like to, you know, grind my wrist against the tables when I'm working. And I often have like marks in my arms from, you know, leaning too much into the tables here. But I mean, this is definitely still a piece that you can wear every single day if you will want to. It is not something that you have to reserve for that one special event, right? You can definitely wear it every single day. It's a fun, happy piece, right? Colorful, yes, but fun, everyday wearable. And here we go. I have also pink zircon. Had a, you know, pink zircon in a pendant in one of my designs that I think we are also going to be retiring here. But first, before that, we do have a quick look at a designer diamond necklace with a motif that is the dancing diamond. It's entirely in the platinum. It is 1127178. And it is a heart shape though, so you have to like hearts to like this necklace, or maybe not, right? Maybe you can get it as a great gift idea here. But next up we have an entire necklace, so yes, chain does come with. And for this one, I might show it starting against the hand here so you can see what this is all about. I mean, take a look at that. The entire piece is in the platinum. You have 30 points in your singular stone that is right in the center, right over there. That is that round, and it does give that sort of dancing diamond sort of look. Again, I am barely moving it, right? I'm just kind of just barely, you know, moving my hand here, and that diamond is really wanting to move and dance and be an absolute delight here. This was supposed to be $19.99, and yes, the chain does come with on this one. I mean, for a 30-point stone, that looks incredibly large. And here we go on this one-of-a-kind piece. From $19.99, we're going to bring it all the way down to $999. And I would love for you to just see what it looks like against the neckline here. So there we go. Again, that's stone, right? It does not look like a 30-point. It looks like something larger, right? It looks like at least a half carat, but 30 points is 30 points, and let's bring it up close here so you can see what it is all about. And excuse the bangle right over here. And guess what? For this one, just to get it out the door, we are also not going to make it $999. Would love for someone to have it, again, platinum. It is a heavier piece here, and that diamond is just wanting to dance here. But we are going to make it $888 on this one here. You can see how the diamond is set there. I know it's like a really awkward way to hold it, so I'm going to try my best to, you know, just to show you what it looks like up close like that. But that is a singular stone, and it is set in a way where that stone is just going to be dancing, and the entire necklace is only $888 here. And let me also show you what it looks like against the hand one more time, because I feel like up close it didn't know justice here. So one more time here. There you have it, your platinum heart shape necklace. And I'm holding it by the chain. It is just leaning against my hand, and yet it feels so incredibly weighty. I feel like you almost need like a thicker chain for this pendant, which if you want to remove it, you can remove it here. So it's not going to be attached to the chain here, but $888 on this one is absolutely unbelievable. And I just want to revisit, let's just revisit the Paraiba really quickly here. So let me know on that one. But here we have 1128223. In case you maybe missed it last night, had a stunning 204. I know I keep mentioning it, but it has to go. I mean, when you have a stone that looks like that, I just think that it has to go. And $24,999 was where it started, and we ended up somehow at $9,999. So make of that what you will, but that is, in my eyes, an absolute steal. It must go. And we talked about it a lot last night, right? There's nothing wrong with the stone. Like, you saw it on the hand. It is a large Paraiba, and the color is there, right? It definitely has some inclusions, but not a lot to the point where the stone just looks, you know, entirely hazy. But again, I just think that there was a mistake in terms of the pricing, right? Before it came out here. I just think that, you know, I don't know where the mistake happened, but that is in fact a 204. You saw it on the hand. I can show it on the hand one more time here, but the Rubellite earrings will be coming up next here. So this is the last call on our Rubellites. But I just want to try this on one more time here for anyone who might be considering it, because I had a lot of questions on this last night, and there it is, right? Absolutely a large stone, absolutely has that clarity to it despite the inclusions, and absolutely has that neon color to it as well. Tapered baguettes, far more expensive than the average, you know, brilliance cut rounds, right? But $99.99, I mean, good luck getting a loose stone for $99.99, especially a 204 that looks like this. So call me on this one if you're maybe still thinking about it. It's still here. I would hate for you to call in 2 seconds too late and to miss out on this absolutely steal of a Paraiba ring. But let's bring it back up close one more time, and let me get the Rubellite earrings request ready here. So thank you for your patience on that one. It's going to be 1127905. And these are also going to be a little bit interesting to display, because they do have a lot of movement to it. They're not just like an average drop or a dangle. And I remember we had designed this together all of those Fridays ago when we had only Fridays on our website. But here they are in real life with Rubellites from the private collection as well. Love to see it. And in fact, let me just get them ready so that I can show them to you against the hand here, because they do definitely have a larger presence to them. And again, one caller only. This is last call on what we have in terms of our Rubellites. And here we go. This is what they look like against the hand here. That is our last call on Rubellite earrings, perfectly matched stones, as you can see. And it quite literally looks like we took the ring and just went copy and paste ×2, right? But nope, this is it. Perfectly matched stones. You have 716 total weights in your private collection Rubellites. You have two-tone gold in the white and the yellow. So where it kind of looks dark right now, that's actually reflecting the studio, but that is in fact going to be in the yellow gold. The post is also going to be in the yellow gold there. You have 79 points total weight of your diamonds there going down and throughout surrounding the Rubellites. $99.99 where this piece started, and would love for someone to grab this. If you maybe got the ring, again, I mentioned this because our ring flew out the door so quickly here, but if you would like to grab this to wear it together with the ring here, I mean, I think it's a perfect match, right? Especially with the rounds, so difficult to get. The rounds are so difficult because of, you know, the crystal makeup of the tourmalines. If you just go online and search up like tourmaline roughs, they're usually in like this chalk shape, right? That's how the crystals grow, right? That's how the structure is. So that's why a lot of the tourmalines out there are cut in this more elongated emerald cut, right? Radiant cut, right? Like even the cushion cuts. Very rarely do you see the rounds, very rarely do you see any other shape, and that is why. So to get rounds perfectly matching like this, it does not happen every single day, and except for today. And instead of $99.99 on this one, we'd love for someone to have it. Again, please try them out here. And stays like it is for the gold color there, so there's nothing to be changed. It'll go out on Monday. And if you would like it, not even $49.99, we'd love to just give this a discount and just get it out the door here. And let me see if I can bring them up close so I can show you what they look like, because they are rather fluid and have a lot of movement to them, but would love to just kind of show you the best I can what these stones look like up close and personal there. So as you can see, they will move around when you have them in your ear right there. But look at that two-tone gold look. And I'm gonna put it down here, and hopefully, yeah, from here you can see a side perspective. I'm gonna borrow the other one here and show you what it looks like against the ear. So you can really see a size perspective as to how large your rubellites are going to be, and how it's almost like a swing, right? It's almost like you have your yellow gold portion there really just anchoring into your ear, and then the rest of it is just going to move as you move, right? Again, I'm just standing here, just talking, just holding them, and look at how much they already want to move, right? So definitely a statement piece. It's not even $49.99. Would love for someone to just get them and just complete the set here. Let's bring it back up close. I will try to hold this one in a way where it doesn't move as much here. So maybe like this. And there we go. That is your other stone perfectly matched, again, with that dynamic flow to it. You know, this is definitely a design that I'm glad that the jewelers decided to okay this idea to, you know, really work with me on this, because it definitely is a little bit, you know, out there, but I think it still works, especially for a larger stone like this, where it is going to be balanced and in the ear. And if you would like it, we're going to make it $4,299 on my one and only Rubellite pair of earrings here today. Perfectly matched stones. A lot of gold for this one pair of earrings. And look at that yellow gold and the white gold there. It is post and butterfly back. And actually where you see the post, it's going to be a little bit below the point, because, you know, if you have a slightly stretched out piercing, I want there to be enough space to kind of cover that, so that you're not always, you know, self-conscious about it if you are, and just to, so that it's more stable when you wear it in the ear, right? Because if the posts were at the very top of the earring, there is a high chance, given, you know, all of the contents of this earring, that the earring might fall forward, and that is the last thing I want to happen, which is now why, you know, the post is going to be a little bit lower here. And this is one more time what one of them looks like against the hand here, so you can really see the stone, what it looks like once it hits the light there. And $42.99 on this entire pair, the last call on Rubellite earrings right here, right now. Not easy to get these stones at all, except for today. And one caller gets it. Let's bring it back up close here, and I will get our next item ready here. It is going to be a pink zircon. So going from the pinks to a different type of pink, it is going to be 1116926. It has to stay in the white gold, this next piece, and this pink zircon is one of the best I have seen so far. I've seen a couple of other pink zircons here and there where it just kind of ventures into that more brownish color, and, you know, if it's a pink zircon, it better be pink, right? If it's a pink zircon, I don't want there to be like a brown zircon, right? I want it to be pink. This is one that is absolutely pink. It is our 684, which by itself is a large center stone. 92 points in your diamonds, where you have this sort of half gold, half diamond sort of look. Stays like it is in the white gold. There's one way to wear it. I'm holding it by its hidden bail right there. And the bail is large enough, I want to say, for most of our diamonds by the yard. For the larger ones, you'll definitely have to, I can give you a measurement if you want, but definitely the smaller ones will work for this one. And look at that, right? I mean, it's a lot going on. Half of it is dazzling, half of it is extremely reflective and shiny. And this entire piece, $49.99, should be priced on this one. Again, there's no browns to the center stone, right? It is that bright pink color where parts of it almost ventures into a more purplish hue. And that is just because of how saturated the stone is. Take a look at that, right? Not a small little dainty little charm of a pendant at all. It is large, it is almost like a medallion style, and this is last call on this particular design, unable to bring it back purely because of all the gold it does require here, and I don't blame them, but it has been a favorite for a long time here, and today's the day where you can score a deal on this pendant with a large 684 pink zircon in the center of it all. And we are going to make it $1,999, and that is it on this piece right here. I cannot believe it. For a stone of this size, $19.99. I mean, take out that center stone, right? The mounting by itself today, considering gold and diamond prices, what would that cost, right? And now we have an entire pendant put together just for you for only $19.99 on this one. Stays like it is. This is what it looks like against the neckline here. So as you can see, yet again, that pink color does not disappoint. There is no browns to it. There's no grays to it. There's no other, orangey colors to it. It is pink through and through, the iconic pink zircon color for only $19.99. And let's bring it back up close here so you can see another quick look at it before we move on here. And there we go, $19.99 for this one. I'm sure if we melted this pendant down, we can probably make at least 1.5 rings out of it. That is just how much gold is in this one piece. And you can see how it's layered. So it's not entirely flat. Because if it were entirely flat, it wouldn't have as much of a flow for the design. And given the fact that one side is going to be higher, it does, accommodate the stone perfectly, where you can see how the stone is set a little bit towards the top part. So instead of, you wearing it and the stone facing down or facing another direction, right? We have the pendant at a slope so that it is always going to face up, face, outside, face the audience. And it's never going to flip. It covers a large surface area for the entire basket of this piece. And it is $19.99 on our pink zircon pendant right here. Even from the side, that color is saturated. It does not disappoint. And next up, we're going to go back to our color changing stones. This one I am super excited about. And you will see why. Let me know on this one. Call me on my Paraiba. And next up, we have 1129354. And it looks a little something like that. Yet another stone out of the private collection, this time with our color change Sphene. With every single passing private collection stone that we bring out today, it gets more and more and more exclusive. This, of all of them, might be the most exclusive of them all. This is our 622 oval private collection color change Sphene. It's got 35 points of your baguette cut diamonds, 2 on either side, making kind of this split shank sort of design. And it is in the 14K white gold here. Why do I like this stone? If I'm being really picky here, a lot of the color change Sphenes that we've had, even some private collection stones, they're a little too dark for my liking. Which I get it, right? These stones, they naturally need some light to really show you its full potential. But when it requires a little too much light, then I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna walk into the sun with this thing on my hand, right? But for this stone, where you can already see where the natural color of the Sphene is already brighter and lighter, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It just means that you need less light to see the colorful flashes, right? You need less light to really see, or less intensity, let's say, to see the stone color change. In fact, you already see those bright, hot red flashes coming through. And again, the lighting up here is a crazy old mess, right? And it's already showing you those colorful flashes. Here's what we're gonna do on this one though. I would love for someone to have it. Again, we have several options in the back, but out of all of them, this one really does speak to me purely because of that lighter, brighter, neutral color of the stone. if you would like this, $11,999 was where it started. And especially when you have a stone that is as clean as this, that is as bright as this, that actually, in fact, does color change, right? It all adds up. But we're not going to charge you a super expensive price for something that only we have because, you know, let's face it, right? A lot of people out there, they have something that is super exclusive and then they up the price, you know, times 2, times 3, right? Whatever it is. And I just think, you know, that's not fair, right? Why not share these pieces with everyone, right? Spread the love. And we're going to do that on this piece as well. And again, 622, not a small stone at all. If you want to see any other options, we have, you know, a mini collection in the back, but the stones are going to look a little bit darker than this one. So if you preferred, you know, if you've always preferred a lighter stone, this is definitely going to be a best option for you here. And this is what it looks like as well on the hand because the size is so important. And yet again, if you have any ring guards that you would love to just, you know, dress it up around this piece, if you think, you know, 4 individual diamonds is not enough, that's perfectly fine, right? You can dress it up with any other, you know, the wonder rings. If you have that wavy ring guard, you can play around with it. But this is not even going to be $7,999. Would love for someone to have it there. And even here, in less lighting, just to prove it to you, it is still flashing. All of those different colors, bright neon greens, yellows, oranges, reds, right? All of those colors, iconic to this stone only, are showing up here, and it's not even $79.99. It stays like it is in the white gold. We can size it for you, but this stone, I do not have another that looks like this. This is it. If you want, again, any other options, we have larger stones, we have smaller stones, we have stones very similar to this, but they are all going to be darker, which if that's what you're, you know, okay with, that's perfectly fine. But if you prefer to see your stone better under your different lights, this is the one to get. And here's what we're gonna do on this one. We'd love for it to just go home to someone here today, to a collector, and even from the sides where it's just straight up reflecting into the back of the band. If you can see, like, kind of, even on my tweezers actually, it is reflecting light onto my tweezers. This is a powerful stone. I have not seen a color change Sphene do this before. It is reflecting into the tweezers, into the back of the band. This is how strong this stone is, even through the back, even onto the wheel. The wheel, by the way, which is a single sheet of printer paper. It is not anything special, right? It is just important. It is private collection. This is why you guys shop the exclusives here with us. If you would like this one caller can get it. We are going to make it $4,999, and one caller can pick up our color change Sphene for the day, right here, right now. And if you maybe missed this, at the very beginning of the show, we had this ruby, sapphire, and diamond ring for only $12.99 in the white gold only. So if you would like to take another look at that one, just let me know. My Rubellite earrings are still here as well. My Paraiba, my 204 is still hanging out. Anything else you want to see from maybe even last night, we can bring it out for you. And I also have aquas. I have an aqua in a pendant. It is an oval. It's got a really interesting design to it, which I actually quite like. And that will be coming up. Again, we had Imperial topaz. I do have one today in that smaller saddle style. Blue zircon earrings. They are going to be the dangles. So if you've been looking for perfectly matched stones in a blue zircon earring, we've never really had too many to go throughout in TVON history from what I can remember or from what I have seen. So anytime there is a blue zircon earring, you know it's serious. Like, not just the average little studs, these are the slightly larger stones, but they are perfectly matched. The stones are from the private collection. They are made very simple, single halo and a lever back style, and they are here for the blue zircon. So definitely bringing out a lot of the zircons here today. And next up we have an aquamarine in a pendant. It is 1128021. Coming up next, let me know if you would like to take this one or anything else that is still here. Again, if you have any questions, please call your operators and they can double check on, you know, availability for anything that we have seen so far here. And next up, this aqua is just, it is something else. Let me know on this one. And here we go. There it is. When you see a stone like this, don't you just want to jump into it? It looks like a pool of crystal clear water. It looks so refreshing. I don't swim, but I just want to jump into the stone. It feels so relaxing. This is our 626, which is our area code. And that stone is just unbelievably saturated, right? It's not washed out. It doesn't have any secondary colors to it, right? There's no, you know, yellows, browns, grays, greens, any of that, right? This is aqua. This is that ideal color. 70 points, which honestly I'm surprised. I would expect more diamond weight to this as opposed to 70 points, but we're just gonna go with it. 70 points of the diamonds on this one. $59.99 starting price. And when you look at it from this angle, look at how much gold. At first, I picked this piece up, right? Held it in my hand, was getting ready to, you know, use the tweezers to pick it up. I thought it was platinum. That is how heavy this piece is. I mean, every single wave, I'm calling them waves. It looks like the aqua is caught in a wave here, very ocean themed. But I thought it was platinum, truly. With the weight of this piece, I was like, I didn't even bother looking. And then I was like, just to make sure, I had to look. But 18K white gold, this much of it in one pendant is unbelievable. And you know me, I always love when a bail is kind of worked into the design of this piece as it is here. So I am literally holding it by the bail right here. So you don't have an extra appendage to this piece where it kind of just sticks out awkwardly and is like, here's your bail, you know, have fun, right? It's really worked into the design. And let me show you what it looks like upright and against the hand here. So that is what it looks like. It's a large stone. It's a large piece. You can see what I mean by it takes a lot of gold to make up this one simple design. And it truly looks like a wave has just gotten a hold of your aqua. And it's just fun, right? And if you would like this one, it's not even going to be $29.99. If you want to see anything larger, I have one of the largest aqua pendants out here with me today. It is a cushion cut. It is dressed up with diamonds. But if you want something smaller, something that's still visible, something that is everyday wearable, something that has a little bit more diamond weight to it, it is going to be this one. And instead of $29.99, we are going to make it $2,799 to the very first caller on this one. Would love for this one to find its home here. And again, that design definitely works so incredibly well there. The bail is large enough for pretty much any chain that we have here, especially the diamonds by the yard. And it is $27.99. This is what it looks like against the neckline here. So once again, if you would like to just, you know, wear it every single day, and look at how bright that stone is, right? Still saturated. That's not a trick. It's not, you know, my shirt is, you know, sharing some of its color with the stone, right? That is the aqua doing all of the work by itself. And it's $27.99. One caller gets it here. Let's bring it back up close for another quick look here. And truly is one of the brighter aquamarines that I have seen here throughout here. And one caller gets it here today. I'm gonna set it down here so you can see truly how wide that hidden bail is going to be. And really you can quite literally fit, you know, multiple diamonds by the yards as a chain for this one pendant. And all of that gold is just unbelievable here. One caller gets it. Let me know on this one. And next up, had a couple people calling about the Congo tourmalines yesterday, and I just thought, you know what? Had a rather large one yesterday and had a pear shape in a smaller style. Why not continue that trend? Let's bring out 1128575. Looks a little something like this. A little bit similar to the Astraca we had last night, but far smaller in the sense that it's got the greens and it's got blue flashes in it, right? You can see it right there, dancing throughout the stones. And I cannot believe it. The moment I put this ring down onto the wheel, look at what the wheel is doing. It has become a disco party, right? We're all seeing it, right? Again, that is paper. That is average paper. Like you go to your printer, You take out a sheet of paper, that is what the wheel is made of. This is our 256 Congo tourmaline, 20 points of the diamonds, a very simple, everyday wearable design. You can change the gold color if you want. Once again, I do highly recommend the white gold. I do not recommend the rose gold at all. But this one, $39.99 should be priced. I mean, it straight up has Paraiba-like flashes in the stone. And we've seen a lot of these stones throughout history, right? We've seen them more lean towards the warmer green colors. And here we have almost like a nod to that stone that we had last night, where it's almost like a mix of the two, right? Where you have the warmer greens, but you also have the cooler, icier blue flashes here today. If you would like this, not even going to be $29.99 or $19.99, would love to move this one out the door as well. Emerald cut stones are naturally highly reflective. I mean, you're seeing it right in front of your eyes, right? The wheel has changed colors, even the gold. The way that the band curves inwards and then outwards really just gives it more surface for the light to just bounce around and just have fun with it. And again, if you wanted to change the gold color, you will see a lot more of the gold as opposed to most of our other pieces, where, you know, I know a lot of you guys would love to just see more gold as opposed to diamonds, but this is one of those pieces that does give you a lot more of that gold presence as opposed to that diamond weight here. And look at this on the hand as well. There we have it. Even from here, you can see those blue flashes. It's not a one thing, right? It's not a one and done sort of thing where it's, you know, you have to have it up close at a very specific angle. You have to have the light positioned at a very specific way and, you know, light intensity and this and that, right? Nuh-uh. This is a stone where you put it on your hand, you wear it, and you will see those colors, right? Even from here, it almost looks like it turns even more blue somehow, some way. And it's not even $19.99. If you would like this, again, Congo tourmalines, they've been here. They've been a little bit more quiet recently, but here is where they finally make a comeback, and we are going to make it $1,299 on our Congo tourmaline in a ring right here today. And look at that, right? Not high off the hand at all. True to size on this one, and love to see all of that gold. That gold is also bouncing light off of my hand, my very own hand. You can see it, right? Right over here and right over there. My hand is quite literally glowing. And no, I didn't, you know, implant, you know, lights into my hand, but that is the gold doing what it does. Mirror finish gold plus light. This ring, I think out of everything that I have here today, might just be the brightest thing I have here, right? And we've had bangles that have so much gold. We've had earrings that are consisted of, again, so much gold. And yet here, it is this one ring that is oh so bright, that is doing what it does for only $12.99 on this one. Let's bring it up close, give it 60 seconds here, see who would like to take it today. I mean, right? That is absolutely insane. And, you know, it's, you know, I'm starting to like it more and more here. So if you would like this, it's still here for the time being. I mean, I just love any stones that have any hint of a double color to it. This one absolutely does. It is just unbelievable for even a 256 center stone, emerald cut. And anything else you want to see, let me know. Gentlemen, forgive me, gentlemen, I have not forgotten about you. I actually have a ruby gents ring today. It is a slightly larger stone. The center stone is a 206. So if you are looking for a ruby gents ring, I have something today. My eyes did not deceive me. It is from the private collection. So if you would like a private collection ruby and a gents ring, I have one gents ring here today in that Rolex style. And this $12.99 Congo tourmaline absolutely has to go. Same goes for my Aqua and my Paraiba. You know, Paraiba has to go. Had a lot of questions on that one. And it's still here for the time being, so don't be shy. You know, you're not going to have a lot of these chances going forward where you can just, you know, see us misprice a Paraiba like that badly. So let me know on that. And also my color change Sphene is still here. I might do a mini recap for the first hour actually. So let's see, had a lot of pendants and those don't exactly do well, especially since I do need to hold them here. So we're gonna bring back a couple of pieces from the first hour that is still here. So that is, of course, this Congo in the center here. We had a color change Sphene. I'm going to put that in the back. We also had a Paraiba. Going to bring that up to the front here. So had a couple of pieces still hanging out here. We're going to go with more of the greens here today, the blues and the greens. And I might as well also put the diaspore up here. So let me just rearrange everything here and bring up the diaspore that we also had. That was also from the private collection here today. So have a couple of pieces still left from the first hour here, including this 4. So love to see it. If you've been thinking about anything, let me know. Also, that multicolor sapphire bangle is still here as well. So a lot of pieces still here, which means we will just melt them down and reuse the gold. But thank you for being here with me today. My name is Joyce, and happy Saturday. I am filling in for Lauren today, so she should be back with us tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, this diamond band ring that has got so many people talking about it, and this diamond bracelet as well, consisted entirely of oval cut diamonds, white diamonds. They are going to be here tomorrow on Sunday. So please, you literally do not want to miss a single second of tomorrow's show. It is going to be a really important day, especially for diamond deals. Not only the white diamonds, but also maybe even yellow diamonds. So that's just a heads up there if you are interested. I know I've been wearing this. The moment I walked in, I put the ring on, I put the bracelet on, and I'm not taking them off. I'm not taking them off until the show is over, but know that they are here tomorrow. The value it's just out of this world. Every day I'm like, surely TVON has done it all. Clearly we have not. So tomorrow, the ring and the bracelet and also other diamond deals are coming up tomorrow. Please do not forget. And again, thank you for being here with me. Any requests are welcome. We did have a request for some Rubellites from last night, as well as new Rubellites that we have brought out. So the earrings, as far as I know, are still here. So if you would like that, let me know. But anything else, especially from the wheel, that is still here, you can call in on. If you just want it to be shown individually with the graphics, we can do that too. But these pieces must go, even the brand new ones. They've been discounted already. So let's take another look here and see what we have left in our very first hour here today. A lot of the more earthier colors, right? The Paraiba is like giving the ocean, and then it's like the diaspore is giving the desert, the Sphene is giving, you know, the mountain ranges, and then the Congo tourmaline is giving like a forest, right? So it's more of the earthier tones, I would say, but definitely every single piece up here has to go. I love the variety that we have too, right? With the blues and the greens, and they are here. So if you have any questions, if you maybe are just tuning in here, have a couple pieces left, and would love to see, you know, at least that Congo has to go, right? The Congo has to go, the Paraiba has to go. If you want to think about those private collection diaspore and the color change Sphene are 2 color changing stones, right? You can think about it, but again, they do tend to go rather quickly here. So let me know on anything up here, anything that I mentioned that you want to see again, also call us. And if you haven't heard, we have been updating the website. So if you have a request in mind, like maybe a particular specific item, or maybe you just have something vague in mind, but you don't exactly know like what exactly you are looking for, I would recommend you go to the website, check out what we have, and if you see something that you want to see, you can call us, let us know, and we can bring it out and show it for you. Okay, so we're not drawing a line and separating the two. We would like to show you what you want to see. And when you see it, you can call us and you can pick it up, or you can say no thanks, or you can give us feedback and say, you know, I'd prefer something a little bit different. Maybe it's too large, too small, right? Whatever it is, we love to work with you. I think it's an easier way to really manage these special requests, to really give you exactly what you are looking for, right? Because especially for these things, they're definitely more visual, right? It's not like, oh, like what book do you want, right? Or it's not like that. It's quite literally more visual, so it's always nice to have a visual first to really give us a starting point so we know that where you want to go, like a general direction. So that's just a heads up there, and you can, you know, check out what we have. Again, if you want to see anything, we can do that. We can bring it out from the back. Had a couple of requests last night. Exactly, that's how it happened. So love to see it. Love to see these go. And let's go to, I have a yellow sapphire. Had one last night in the oval, wider style. If you want something a little bit more of a slightly more special cut, I have a trilliant unheated yellow sapphire here today. I have diamond rings. Again, several pieces up here verifying already that Congo has to go. Question? Color change diaspore, the one in the front left? Does she want the graphics up there again, or does she want something different? The graphics, of course. So let's bring up the info for the color change diaspore here. That is going to be 1129351. And I will move the other pieces aside here so we can really focus on the color change diaspore right over here. So we had this early on in the show. I will also zoom in so you can see a little bit more of your stone here. It definitely is a more specialty cut. I mean, did you see that? Let me block a light. I know we are like -1 light, but let me -1 more light here. So do you see how that stone immediately changes to more of a olive green color? And the moment I remove my arm from the light, it turns into a warmer color, right? That is the color change trying to happen right in front of your eyes, right? From that greener color to a more pinkier color. That is color change diaspore. Of course, when you have the proper lighting, it's going to change a little bit better. I do. She wants to see that one? Of course, 31 karat diaspore coming up next. So this one is still here up for grabs. Linda, was it? Linda would like to see the pendant. Linda, I love the way you think. My pendant is going to be 1128415. It's in the yellow gold. It is our 3139 emerald cut color change diaspore in a pendant, and I only have this one. And I am so excited for you to see it. And here it is. Wow. Okay. This, I'm so sorry for the ring, but this is what I am talking about. Where you have both colors. The greens are somehow even more neon. I mean, I'm thinking to the color change Sphene at this point. I've gone beyond the ring. I'm thinking of something else now. How is a stone real? This is a fine example of what a top-notch stone can do to someone. This is one of those stones where I see it and my opinion immediately changes. Before, I didn't care for color change diaspora. I didn't really care for, you know, the original color that it came in. Even the color change, right? I was like, meh, whatever, how good could it possibly be, right? This is how good it can be, and it is. This is true life in front of you, real life in front of you. This is reality. This is this 3139 emerald cut color change diaspora, 45 points in your baguette white diamonds, layered in the bale, yellow gold only on this one. And I am so excited that Linda wanted to see it today. And before you think that's too large to be worn every single day, let me show you what it looks like against the hand here, because large stone, yes, but wearable still, yes, absolutely. Now, if this were any different in terms of if we had a triple halo around it, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, maybe not. But this, it is simple, it is elegant. You can wear it every single day. You can just loop a simple chain through it and just like that, just walk out the door, and you will have your 3139 collector's piece on your neckline, just like that. And once again, with the emerald cuts, it looks like nothing right now, but once it hits that light, it immediately flashes to life. Here's what we're gonna do on this $16,999 piece. Again, love that it is here today. This is one of those stones that, again, I will never forget this stone. It's not even going to be $99.99. Taking that price, slashing it down. Today's the day it finally goes to home to one of you guys, and this is what it looks like against that neckline here. I mean, look at that. Once again, the stone is just reflecting now the phone bank, and now once it hits that light, which it is going to hit that light because you are going to be moving when you wear this piece, it's going to look like that. And let's bring it back up close here because we're all waiting to see once again that color of This color change diaspora, right? Look at that intensity that is going on in the stone. It almost looks like a bicolor stone. You have your greens, you have your pinks. It looks like a bicolor stone, but it is in fact not. It is our color changing stone. This is what we're going to do on this one. One color gets it, call me right now. We are going to bring it all the way down to $8,888 on my one and only 3139 color change diaspore. And I'm just playing around with the different angles of it because from here it's already like, I'm already sold on this one, right? It's like the colors are already there. The color change is very obviously already there, but looking at it from a different angle where you can see so much more, you can see the depth of the stone. The cutting is perfect. There is not a window on this one, but you can see deep into the stones where it's almost like, once again, those Imperial topaz-like colors, and then back to the center where you have those bright, vivid greens. This is a special stone. And if you're like me, where you never really cared for the stone, I think this is the one that finally changes your mind and brings you over to the diaspore side. And here we go on this one, 88 to 88. This is what it looks like from the back as well. So here, funnily enough, a lot of these stones that do have multiple colors in them, they do seem to have like a half-half sort of look where one half looks green and the other half looks pink. But here it is all in one where you have your color change diaspore for only 88 to 88. Let me know on this one. My Rubellite earrings are also still here. My Paraiba is also still hanging out. So if there's anything that I'm yelling out that you want to see again, let me know. And that also counts for anything from last night. If you want to see anything from then, those are also available for you to see one more time. All you got to do is call us. And again, item numbers are also a great way to help us help you in locating exactly what you are looking for. Next up, we have a really special diamond piece. It is going to be 1128840, and it is going to be a designer diamond piece with these larger white diamonds in them. Call me on this one, it has to go, especially when you have a stone that looks like that. And next up, this diamond piece looks like that, blinding bright. Like, we just had a huge diaspora up there that was in its own way blinding bright, and now we have this plain and simple round white diamonds, but my eyes hurt. My eyes hurt while looking at it. This is our 81 point of your center stone. So you can see 4 stones in the center there in kind of like a marquise meets a kite sort of cut, but they are 4 individual round white diamonds, 22 points total weight of your other smaller accent stones. And yeah, this is this is what VS diamonds do to you, where it's just, you feel like you need sunglasses when you look at these pieces. And this is one of them, $29.99 start price on this one. Would love for someone to have it. Larger stones in the center means more flashes, more intensity. And I'm gonna also try it on the hand here because, again, diamonds may be only diamonds, yes, but when you have diamonds that look like that, I'm gonna take off the band here for a second here. When diamonds look like that, suddenly it's like, okay, does that not look like a single solitaire center stone? It absolutely does. And it has the presence to it. It's in the platinum, yes, but with the negative space there, it really just covers more surface area, making it look like a larger ring. And for this one, we're gonna make it $1,399 on my one and only designer diamond piece. The Rubellite earrings? Of course, flashing the Rubellite earrings coming up next. Let me put this diamond ring up close and let me go and grab the Rubellite earrings here. And true to size on this ring as well, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna go and grab my private collection Rubellite earrings here. Those are being talked about right now. Want to see another quick flash again? I'm gonna show them against the hand here because of, again, there's no good way to show them up close together. So I'm gonna flash them from a distance away if that's okay with them, Allison. So here they are. This is the Rubellite earrings that we had earlier today by request. And again, two perfectly matched stones. Perfectly matched even with the ring, I must say, and it's $42.99. And again, these stones are bright, they're perfectly matched, they are pretty clean. Again, Rubellites, tourmalines, naturally should be very included. But look at that, they have a fiery intensity to them. They are perfectly matching. Again, we talked about how the post is slightly dropped so that the earring feels more balanced in the ear, so that it's not going to, you know, pull on your earlobe. So if you have a slightly stretched out piercing, it's not going to, you know, irritate that. Love to see it. Hopefully this helps here. And again, yes, they are post and butterfly back as well. Two-tone gold on this one. $42.99 on my one and only Rubellite earrings here today. And we have had a lot of larger earrings throughout the last, you know, today and yesterday. We are continuing that with blue zircons as well. So if you've been on the hunt for blue zircon earrings, I know there's not a lot of, you know, options to select from, but truly, you know, whatever we have, I mean, I think you'll be very happy with. And if you're not, you can always feel free to send them back. But once you see them in person, it's like, oh, this is what private collection is all about. So love to see these go. Let me know if you have any other questions on these. And let's go back to our diamond ring here and take one more look at them before we move along here. And I might also just start to flash some pieces here and there. If you see anything that you like, I might just flash some pieces that maybe you've seen before, and I'll also, you know, just yell out a price. If you like it, you can grab it. If not, we'll move along. But rubies are here, cat's eye, and Indicolite. I have an opal. Had one yesterday. It was a little bit crazy, but it's one of my favorites. And here I actually do have an opal that I actually do quite like. It is 1126054. Let me know on this one. True to size on this diamond designer ring here. And next up is going to be this absolutely stunning opal. I tend to lean towards opals that have a more diverse color palette, but this is 1126054. And given the intensity of the greens, I must say I am in love with this stone. Some other stones, right, the way that they have their color patterns, right, I'm not too big a fan of, but for this one, where even in low light, the greens were popping out at me. They were neon, you know, competitive with our neon, you know, Russian demantoids, right? Is this one stone? This is in the platinum, and believe it or not, that center stone is a carat 91. Once you see it on the hand, it looks far larger than a carat 91. You have 78 points of all of your diamonds. But I'm not mad about that, because aside from the rounds, you also have your marquise diamonds, bezel set. You have what looks like Asher cut diamonds, one on either side, also bezel set. This entire ring is essentially smooth to the touch. The only part where you actually have prongs is for the center stone, and that's it. This is supposed to be $7,999, and today it is not going to be. I mean, look at that. The way it just dances throughout the stone, those bright neon colors where it truly just pops, right? And not to mention that blue base color by itself reminds me of our blue wing block D Tanzanites, which I have none up here. So if you want to see any Tanzanites, I have nothing up here. You're going to have to call in and request it. But look at that. This stone is just intense. And it's not just the front either. When you go off to the sides, those colorful flashes still continue. The fun is still to be had. Even down here, there's still bright neon green flashes. This is what opal is all about, and wait till you see it on the hand here, because I am just in love with this stone. And look at that, right? Intense. There are some other stones out there that the color is not exactly like this, where it's still green, yes, but it's more of a muted color, right? Especially when you have a background that is a similar value in terms of like the grayscale with the colorful flashes, then it all kind of just blends together, right? You can kind of see what I mean with those lighter colored opals, where the opal itself is of a whiter color, But then when you have these bright flashes in those lighter opals, it's a little bit hard to see. Here you don't have that problem. Here it's just in your face, right? It is bam, bright neon flashes. And what we're gonna do on this one is we're going to bring it all the way down, not even $3,999 here today. One caller gets it. I cannot duplicate the stone. Opals, every single stone out there in the entire world is a one of a kind. There are no two opals that are exactly the same. Even the pairs in earrings, those are matched as close as possible, but they are never going to be 100% like the other. And for this one, same exact thing. There's only one stone that looks like this in the entire world. Sure, there may be stones that look similar to this one, but exactly like it, nuh-uh. Here it is, not even $29.99. I mean, $191, very close to being a 2-carat stone, but relative to other stones, other, like, let's say faceted stones that might be 2 carats, right? Sure, they are different, but this absolutely looks like a 5 or 6 carat. But here it is, our $191, and we are going to make it $2,399. One caller gets it here today. Love to see it. And again, do not forget this ring, those are all oval diamonds, and this bracelet also consisted of oval diamonds, are coming up tomorrow. So I had a lot of questions on this one, continue to do so. This band and this bracelet are here tomorrow, in addition to several other diamond deals. You do not want to miss tomorrow's show. It is going to be amazing. So just another heads up there, but that opal has to go at $23.99. That's what it looks like from the side, where yet again, those neon flashes are showing off right here. So call me on this one, let me know, and let's bring it back up close here and see who is going to take this one here today, our beautiful platinum ring. And anything else you want to see again, guys, let me know. Again, I do tend to lean more on the high-end museum here. So if there's anything you want to see, if you've been thinking about for a while, just want to check on if it's still available, again, we have our operators here to help you out here. And anything else for today? I think my Congo might still be here. I have a GIA certified emerald cut white diamond, in case anyone is interested. My 48 points GIA certified pink diamond is also here. Color change Sphene earrings. They are going to be that stud style, so that is here as well. Last call on a Mahenge pink spinel. We have had nothing new come in for the longest time. Every single time there is a major trade show, I have our reps go out with a shopping list, and over the years, they come back, and my shopping list has fewer and fewer and fewer stones that are, fulfilled. Mahenge pink spinel, from the very beginning, has been on my list for a long time, and from the very first time till now, we have had nothing new come in. This is 112-6119, and this is Mahenge pink spinel. If you think there's a dark spot in the stone, that is just how reflective this stone is. That's what it looks like directly into the camera here. That is just how clean this stone is, how crisp that cutting is as well. This is our carat 38 center stone in this bridge mounting that has been decked out with diamonds. Carat 36 of your diamonds, and $99.99 should be priced on this one here today. And as I angle it down, you can see the true color of the Mahenge pink spinel. It is in fact neon. It does not look like an average pink sapphire or an average other stone, right? That's the difference from this stone and every other pink stone, is that this has that neon aspect to it, and this one absolutely does. It doesn't look like a pink sapphire. It doesn't look like a pink tourmaline. This is Mahenge pink spinel. And for this one, last call. Truly, if this one does not go, it's taken apart. The stone is put into a private collection. The mounting, maybe we'll melt it. Maybe we'll just put something else into the center. If not, that's a lot of gold that we can save, that we can reuse, that we can, just create into something totally new. But here it is, last chance on our Mahenge pink spinel. It's not even going to be $6,999. Once these stones, and a lot of stones out there, hit that 1 carat range, the prices skyrocket. It may not be like a pink diamond where every single point matters, but these stones, right, it's difficult to get them in the larger sizes. You've seen them as smaller, even accent stones throughout the years, right? I've worked with these stones, and I've used Mahenge pink spinels as accent stones, right? It's easier to get them in the smaller sizes. It's not easy to get these stones in the larger sizes, especially while still maintaining the color and the clarity and how open the color is. And if you know, there are stones out there, the exact same name, that look hazy, that just do not look nice. And those are still, yes, called Mahenge pink spinel. This is that perfect pink. There's no reds to it. And this is what it looks like on the hand. And this is it. Last call on my Mahenge pink spinel here. Again, surrounded by over a carat of diamonds. And look at what that stone still is doing. It is bright. It is popping. White gold only on this one. And for this, I would recommend you go up maybe a half size on this, since the band is wide throughout the entire thing here. But if you would like this, it's not even going to be $39.99. Truly, this is last call. I want someone to have this before we are completely out of Mahenge pink spinels, because I know how many of you guys out there are collectors, and you know, over the years have been asking, is there anything new, right? A carat plus at least, and this is it. The stone is yours if you want it, right? Add it to your collection. This is it. I don't have anything else. I have larger stones that lean more towards the red side. I don't have anything that looks like this where it's neon and just hot pink. Everything else leans more red. I have one that straight up looks like a pink sapphire that I will not show. It is a pear shape set in an angular band, and it just looks like a pink sapphire. It doesn't have the neon glow. It's still called a Mahenge pink spinel, but it doesn't have what they should have, which is that neon color. And that's what it looks like from the side as well, with the bridge mounting. Your stones are hovered over your multiple rows of diamonds in this one. And here we go on this, not even $39.99. Let's bring it back up close here and take another look. You do have to size up on this one about a half size because of how wide it is, but it is comfortable. The inside of the band, mirror finished gold, there is nothing to catch on. There may not be an undergallery, but regardless, it is smooth to the touch. It's not textured, it is just gold, and it is comfortable to wear. Again, it may not be like the saddle ring, but it reminds me of it when I am wearing it on my hand. And if you would like this, we are going to make it $3,888. One caller gets it, one collector, this is it. I don't have anything else that looks like this for this value, for this price. So call me on this one. Let's give it 60 seconds here. And again, requests are welcome. I know a lot of my my pieces that I like may not be for everyone. So if you have anything that you want to just see again, you don't even have to, you know, commit to it today. Just let me know. We can always go in the back and check. Do not forget the diamond band and the bracelet are coming up tomorrow. I have emerald today, one of my largest emeralds. The 8 carat 10 in the oval is here today as well, if you would like to see it. I'll just do a quick little flash of it here. 8 carat 10 oval, Colombian emerald is here. Love that ring. And also I have aqua in a ring. Had a pendant earlier today if you're maybe not too keen on it. Yes. The Sphene, the studs? Of course. Sphene earrings coming up next for Melanie here. Now these are going to be more on the wearable side, so they are substantial stones, but they're not too large here. So next up is going to be 1128471. Let me know on this one here today. We had color change Sphene earlier today in a ring, brand new today, and here we go with our earrings, and let's bring it up here. There they are. Colorful. Very colorful. And just imagine these in your ear, right? I mean, having one on your hand, sure, but imagine having these in your ear. Suddenly it's like, oh, what is she wearing, right? What stone is she wearing, and why is it multiple different colors? Is it even real? Color change Sphene. Not a lot of people know about these, right? But here they are, perfectly matched in a pair of earrings, 18K white gold, carat 50 total weight for your Sphenes. 72 points total weight for your tapered baguettes, not a single round to be seen. Anytime you see any piece that is just tapered baguettes around the center stone, that's how you know that is a specialty piece. And more often than not, it is a mounting that has been custom made for those specific center stones. Whether it's a ring, pendant, earrings, custom made, measured and cast, set, design before everything. It's a special piece. This one, we don't see a lot of color change Sphene earrings. This is the only one that I have here today. The post is going to be directly in the center. So the center stones are going to be your rounds, but your halos will give it a slightly squared off look where it looks like a cushion. And here they are. I'm going to borrow one here so you can see what it looks like from a distance away. And even though the center stones are rounds, you can still wear it so that it's like a cushion just straight up like this, or you can even angle it so you can wear it like that. They are post and butterfly backs. Of course, if you prefer a visually larger presence, then you would wear it like this. Otherwise, you would probably just turn it just like that so it looks like a square in your ear. But for these, $69.99 should be priced. We are no longer going to do that. And again, these stones are not large, right? These two stones together are 1.5 carats, right? They're not large stones, but the presence, the fire, the intent is large. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring it back up close here, take another quick look at it, and I will show you what it looks like against the ear as well here. And look at that. That tapered baguette halo definitely does help with the presence, with the wow factor. Primary piercing, I would recommend, probably not up here. Actually, if you wanted to, you could. But probably only down here, and look at that, right? It is dazzling. And it's not $69.99, it's not even going to be $4,999 on this one here today. If you would like it, let me know. We're gonna bring it back up close. You can see them both together, side by side. You are getting the entire pair here. And we are going to make it $2,999. This is the last of our color change Sphenes. I'm thinking, in this size. Anything smaller, we do not have. That is for certain. And anything larger, I don't believe. We might have one pair. So if you maybe want to look for something a little bit larger, if I remember correctly, we might have a larger pair. I believe it's a very similar style, and I believe the center stones are also rounds, but the price is going to be drastically different. So if you want to see the larger ones, let me know. But these are here, everyday wearable, $29.99. And the best part is, color change Sphenes are a softer stone. So you do want to be a little bit more careful with them, especially if they are in a ring. But given that they are in earrings, right, they are perfectly protected from everyday wear. So you can wear them every day, feel comfortable wearing them, and probably have, people around you surround you and ask you, what are you wearing? What are those stones? Is that a natural gemstone, right? What are they doing? Are they trying to color change? And yes, everything wrapped up in one pair of earrings, $29.99 on this one. Let me know. And anything else, again, I'm just yelling out a couple of pieces here. If you're looking for earrings, I also do have Paraiba earrings. They are also studs. Also one of these smaller scale Paraiba earrings that we do. If you want larger, I definitely do have larger here, but smaller earrings are here today. I have a Panther piece. 2 ways to wear Panther pendant. It is, I don't know if you heard that, but it's got a lot going on in it. It's got on one side blue sapphires, and on the other side it's just matte gold. The entire piece is pretty much solid. It is solid, but you actually have a negative space, so it gives it more that true to life, cat-like, panther-like look to it. And let me also show you what it looks like here in a moment. But let me also see cat's eye Indicolite if you want to see it, yellow sapphire. I also do have earrings, so if you want to see those, they'll be coming up soon. I have white and yellow gold, very limited. They are going to sell out soon. And here we go. Let's show you the Panther piece against the hand here. This is half of it. And by half of it, I mean, if you flip it around, which I will do in a moment, you have another way to wear it. This is 1128912, and this is the side with the blue sapphires scattered throughout. You have 18K yellow gold here, stays like it is, and can you believe it? The entire piece measures about 18 grams. You have 287 total weight of your blue sapphires. You have 29 points of your diamonds in the front and in the bail. And as I turn it around here, same exact piece, completely different look. Now the Panther is facing the other way, and not only that, but the way that the light dances off of the surface makes it literally look like it's fur. It is so sleek, so substantial. It is a heavy piece, but it's not going to give you migraines. It's not that heavy, but it is definitely noticeable, especially when you wear it on your neckline. $99.99 on this one, starting price. And anytime I see one of these pieces that are 2 ways to wear, I feel like it's always a value because you're paying one price for essentially 2 rings in a way, in a sense, right? You're not just paying $99.99 for just this, right? You also have the chance to flip it around, which I will do one more time here, and wear it like this, where you now have your Panther dressed up. It's not going to be, we're gonna bring it all the way down because even though it is a lot of gold, we still gotta move these pieces from $99.99 to $5,999. And you've only been looking at it against the hand here. Wait till I show you what it looks like against the neckline, because look at that, right? That is not a small piece. That is so much. And with all the sapphires perfectly matched here, royal blues, bright royal blues too. Reminds me of the piece we had at the very beginning here, but now with a different shape, different size, and a different piece. It's not $59.99. Let's bring it up close so you can see what it is all about here. Melanie, let me know what you think about the color change Sphene studs. And I'm going to have to figure out a way to hold these here so that it does not move, and there it is. Well, there's a portion of it. Can you see how detailed everything is, right? It's easy to just cast the piece and just, call it a day, but to actually go in with all of the details, right? With the paws, with the mouth, with the ears, with even the face and the cheekbones, right? This is an insanely detailed piece. And even as I flip it over here, the exact same thing has been done to the other side. This requires so much patience. And here it is, not even $59.99. I'm gonna set it down for a moment here so that we can zoom out and see, but look at the thickness of that gold. That is a lot of gold. It is not paper thin. It's not like I'm gonna tweeze it and then it's going to bend, right? That is a lot of gold for one pendant. 2 ways to wear is not even $59.99. Gonna hold it here again, just like so, and there it is. Your Panther piece for only $5,499. Here today, one caller gets it as I flip it around. Same exact piece, but another way to wear it. Loop any of your chains through it. The bail is large enough for any of your chains. You could even stack multiple of your diamonds by the yard or whatever chain you might have. And it is here for $54.99 on this one. Diamonds and gold on one side with your sapphires and diamonds on the other. $54.99. One caller gets it. It is a crazy good piece and an insane value for this one, for all of that gold and all of that work too in this one Panther pendant. I'm gonna set it down here so you can see once again how large that bail is going to be, how thick that gold is. It may not be solid through the center here, but it definitely is solid where you have your individual components there. So call me on this one, let me know. Now I think we're all getting ready for these diamond earrings here. They're with the baguettes and the rounds. They do have a button in the back for the closure, so it is going to be extra secure. Here's the only problem. I only have white gold and yellow gold, and not only that, but I am limited in what I have. It is 1128507. It looks like this. We had something very similar not too long ago with the smaller style. This is going to be that larger, I would even call it a medium length on this one. It does have a button closure on this one, so as I flip one around, you can see where the button is. So it is going to be extra secure for this. The post is going to be going straight through, meaning it is straight. The post is straight. And again, button in the back for extra security with your closure style. And you have your choice of white gold or yellow gold. Here's the thing, I have one pair in the yellow gold and I have two pairs in the white gold. Sounds good, thank you very much. And so if you like the yellow gold, I would advise you to call in really quickly because I don't doubt that it's not going to go. Did that make sense? It's going to go. One in the yellow gold, two in the white gold, that is it. This is a style that has been popular from the day we brought it here today. And ever since then, you know, anything with the rounds and the baguettes, it's been a fight, right? It's been a fight to get them. Here they are, 3/4 of an inch. Carat 02 of your baguettes, 80 points of your rounds. It's not a huggy style. This is a full-on hoop. This is an everyday wearable hoop. I'm gonna grab one here, show it to you against the hand here so you can get a true size perspective. The back is going to be a solid mirror finished gold on this one. So again, one way to wear it is not inside out, but look at that, right? It is dazzling, it is bright. This is what diamonds are all about. If you would like it, started at $7,999. Again, I do not have a lot to go around. This is the last call on this style. I would wear this in the primary piercing only, probably not the second piercing. We had a smaller one not too long ago. Insanely popular. We still have a wait list of 50 people waiting on the smaller hoop earrings. This is the perfect alternative, okay? And yes, I'm hearing questions about the band and the bracelet. The band and the bracelet here are coming tomorrow. This earring is here right now. We are gonna make it $2,999. Take your pick, white or yellow gold. And let's bring it back up close here as I get a better grasp of it and show you what it looks like against the ear here. So there it is. There is a button closure. It is going to be secure, but look at that, the size of it, right? The presence of the baguettes are there, and again, probably not in the second, but in the first, definitely, absolutely. And look at that, the presence, the movement, especially when you move with these in your ear here. I mean, those baguettes just take the light and just run with it. And it's $29.99 a pair on these. Let's bring it back up close here and take another quick look. White gold or yellow gold, take your pick. Yellow gold, I only have the one, so what you see is what you get. The white gold, I have 2 pairs left. If not, we'll take it apart, melt it down, that's a-okay. I would love to use the baguettes for something else, but look at that. Even on the wheel, it is dazzling, it is bright. That is what diamonds can do, especially diamonds that are all VS quality, because if you have diamonds that have inclusions, right, those will block the light. No matter how small the inclusion is, they will block the light. Your diamonds won't look as bright. And not only that, but it'll interfere with the overall color of your diamond too. Some of the diamonds out there that are not VS, they look like you went out into the parking lot and just picked up, you know, some gravel and, you know, there's your diamond, right? Absolutely not. Here's where you get VS diamonds, $29.99 a pair. Oh, so bright. And let's give it 60 seconds here before we move on here. Again, yellow gold is verifying, but it is still here for the time being. I only have the 1 pair of the yellow gold. I do not want you to miss out on these, but here they are. Last call, last chance. My Mahenge pink spinel for $38.88 is still here. Call me on my large diaspore pendant, the one and only that has really stuck with me. And anything else you guys want to see? My Panther is still here. We just had it for $54.99. Color change Sphene earrings. My Rubellite earrings might still be here. If you want to see those one more time, let me know. And Melanie, let me know what you thought about the color change Sphene earrings. If you want to see larger. If I remember correctly, I believe we have larger ones that I think are still here. But anything smaller I do not have, so that's just a heads up there. These stones are also not easy to get individually or even, in pairs or in groups. So perfectly matching ones, I mean. So let me know on these. Again, verifying on the yellow gold. May have a couple people on the same pair here, which, it's whoever says sold first, we'll get them. And if you get them at home and you think, they're a little too large for me, then you can send them on back. That is no problem there at all. My Congo tourmaline had that earlier today. Color change Sphene in a ring, brand new. If you wanted to wear the ring with the earrings, you can do that. Okay, now we're verifying on also a pair of the white gold. So we may be nearing sellout here. I do not want you to miss out on these. Let me know who is getting what. Now, I might be mistaken, but if my Congo tourmaline is still here, this one, I feel obligated. If this one is still here by the end of the show, I'll just take this one home with me. I will adopt it. But it is a beautiful ring. How's it still here? If it is still here. And let's see what else. I have a brand new Kunzite today, so if you think that the large rounds that we had yesterday was a little too much, like too much presence, I totally get it. I have a smaller one here today. If you would like to see it, I will probably just bring it up next here. And looks like we might be verifying on the last pair here, so let me know on this one. I'm gonna move on though. If you have any questions regarding availability, let your operators know. They will be able to help you. I wish I had everything memorized, but I in fact do not. And let's go on to a Kunzite being 1129349. Thank you on those. And this is going to be that emerald cut. Seeing a lot of emerald cut stones here today. This one is here today. Again, no, it's not a dark mass in the center of your stone. Emerald cuts, anything with a sleeker cut, will result in this where it is just reflecting the surroundings, right? It is reflecting the studio. It is reflecting the cameras. It is reflecting the light that is not on. It is reflecting the darkness of the phone bank. It is reflecting. This is not a dark stone. When I angle it down, you can see the color. It's that purple that we know and love. This is our Kunzite. This is our 877 emerald cut center stone. 43 points of all of your diamonds. And as I zoom in here actually, you will notice that not only are there rounds, but that there are also princess cut diamonds, 2 on either side running through the center. Dressing it up yet again, these Kunzites are ever so popular, especially in this particular size. This is our $59.99 ring. Anytime we have a Kunzite of this size range, it always goes. This one will be no different. If you would like to grab it here today, it's brand new, yes, but we are still going to discount it so you don't have to wait months, weeks and months for it to finally go down in price, for you to finally call and say, finally, I'll take it, right? Today, brand new, put it up here, discount it, bam, done deal, it's gone, right? We're gonna make it not even $29.99. And once again, as the Kunzite turns on the wheel, you can see how it is a bright stone. It is saturated, right? It's not just a dark stone. And I can only imagine what it looks like when you take it outside, right? Like that. Emerald cuts, hits the light, bam. Instant neon flashes, just like that. Bright purple color. Love to see it. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well, and there it is. Another prime example of the stone is reflecting, it doesn't look like much, and then it hits the light and suddenly it's like the brightest thing in the entire world, right? The sun has got competition. I mean, it's even brighter than the diamonds that I'm wearing on my hand and on my wrist. That is what the power of one singular emerald cut gemstone can do. It can outshine diamonds. This one is not even going to be $24.99. Again, it's brand new, but it's that perfect wearable size. I admit, the one from yesterday, that round, it's a little much. It's a little too large for most of us. But this one, everyday wearable, it's comfortable, true to size, white gold on this one. We'll still size it for you, 1/4 and 1/2 sizes. And for this one, we're gonna bring it all the way down, making it $19.99. First caller gets it today on my 877 emerald cut Kunzite in a ring, and it is here today. And that's what it looks like from the side as well. So a lot of these stones, they do tend to have a deeper cut, which if you're wondering why we don't see a lot of Kunzites to begin with, these stones tend to have a deeper cut, which can be a little bit difficult to work with, because once you set it, if the stone juts out from the ring too much, then that kind of becomes like a subconscious hazard for you when you're wearing it, right? You're always thinking about, oh, don't knock my hand, right? Don't bump my ring, right? So that's always something to consider when you're working with Kunzites. But this one, it sits nicely into the basket. It is protected on all four sides by the gold here, and it's $19.99. A perfect medium size for someone out there. And a smaller stone, yes, but still retaining that color that we all know and love for this stone. And look at that, bright blues coming through, violets and the blues, the purples, all the colors on this one, $19.99. Call me on this one, let me know on the hoops. We may be sold out of those. Call your operators on those actually, because I don't have an exact count. And my multicolored sapphire bangle is still here. If you maybe missed it at the very beginning, I had an Indicolite pendant, which I believe may still be here. It was $39.99. I just feel like I have to show it one more time. This Kunzite really just inspired me to just bring it back one more time, given the cut. But if you maybe missed it, had an Indicolite pendant. The largest that we have as of right now, it is 1128893. Look like this. And there it is. I mean, bright neon blues. It's not gonna sit up by itself, so I'll put it down for the time being, but look at that. Even from the underside of your Indicolite, the light is raining through the stone. It has turned the entire underside of your pendant a bright Indicolite blue. Pure blue, by the way, no greens. Whenever you see an Indicolite out there that has like a little bit of a green color, I'd probably raise an eyebrow at it. But this one, look at it. When the light hits it, where are the greens? It is just pure blue throughout the entire stone, 1124. Incredibly difficult to get a stone of this size with this level of clarity and cleanliness. And you know, where are the inclusions? There are none. But look at that, bright electric blues in your stone. Absolutely phenomenal, and it is $39.99 on this one. Even from the back here, just diamonds of blue flashing here and there. All you need is light. Just take it outside, even if it's an overcast sky, which today it is, even rained a little bit, right? You take it outside and it's still going to do this exact same thing. It's unreal. It almost looks like it's computer generated flashes, but it's not. It is just this gemstone doing its one and only job. This is once again what it looks like against the hand here, so you can see another size perspective and see how once it's upright, how the light dances through this entire pendant to create this really cool effect. Truly looks like, you know, technology had a hand here, but it did not. It is just the magic of the stone faceting, the stone itself, the clarity plus a little light, and this is it. $39.99 on this one. Let me know if you'd like to take it. And once again, the diamond band and the diamond bracelet are coming tomorrow. So please mark your calendars. Do not forget. The value is just insane, especially for that bracelet. Everything, truly. The ring and the bracelet, it is just something you do not want to miss. And this pendant, verifying it right now. We will see who is going to take it. We're going to bring it back up close. And I will set it down here so I can go grab something else for you to see here. And again, requests are welcome. I'm just showing you guys what I like. But what I like is not necessarily what you like. So if you have anything in mind, any stone, we probably will likely have it. Even the more the rarer stones that, you know, you've only heard of once or twice before. We do have a lot of those rare collectibles too, including private collection Imperial topaz in that saddle ring. It looks a little something like this. Pinky color, absolutely. This is 1124591. This is yet another piece out of the private collection. Had a larger ring yesterday and also a pair of earrings. If you want to see either of those, I am sure we can bring it out as long as they are still here. But this is here for the time being, our private collection Imperial topaz with more of that pinky color. Orangey pinky, sure, but a lot more of that pinks here. In fact, if you didn't know that Imperial topaz could even be this color, like I didn't, like you look at this stone, you're like, what is that? Like, what stone is that? Is that a spinel? Sapphire? I don't know what that is, right? Topaz? Impossible. This is our carat 17 center stone, 93 points of your diamonds. This is that smaller saddle ring mounting, so not everything has to be a huge jumbo size ring. This one is going to be that smaller size. $69.99 on this one was price. Private collection stone, yes, absolutely. Saved for how many years? Just for this one moment where it is set in a ring. Now it's currently in the white gold, and although you can change it, I would recommend you do not. But if you do, just be advised that there will be very likely a wait time here, as we will have to recast the entire ring in your gold color and ring size of choice. But if you really want to, we can do it, but I would love to just see it kept in the white gold. And for this one, for a private collection stone, a stone that I have not seen anyone else carry. I mean, go into those high-end jewelry stores and just walk in and be like, hey, first of all, do you have any Imperial topaz? If they say yes, do you have any of the pink variety? The answer very likely will be no. And except for here, right? Again, the rare and the collectibles, things that you've never, imagined possible. Like when I came here, I knew of rubies, sapphire, emerald, diamonds, pearls, and that was it, right? That was it. And now it's like a whole new world is out there that if you shop anywhere else, you may not know of, right? How many new stones have been introduced over the years, right? Windsor sapphires, Marilani mint garnets, cat's eye indicolite, right? Color change Sphene. Now these private collection pinky Imperial topazes. So many of these stones, if you didn't know of TVON, right? How many of these stones would you have, never known of? This is probably one of them, yes. Of course, my little emerald cut. One of my favorites of the day today. Of course, I will flash it here, but for this one, let's get to it. It's not even $29.99. One caller can grab it for $2,499. And that is it on a private collection Imperial topaz. Let me also try this on. It is true to size here. True to size, just currently not my size, but look at that. The pinky color of the stone is just so incredibly unique. And it's only $24.99 for this entire ring. An entire smaller version of the saddle ring set with hundreds of pave diamonds. Set by hand, one by one. Every single stone has 4 prongs. When you have a mounting like this, we have a jeweler who specializes with setting these smaller stones. Only one jeweler who does it. And anytime we have a mounting like this where it's pave, he specifically works with a microscope. So it's none of the eyeglasses that you wear where it magnifies everything. It's even smaller. It's done with a microscope. That is how small and keen to detail that we are. Right? Can you imagine staring through a microscope all day, setting these stones one by one? And let's bring it up close again so you can see and truly just appreciate, right, the detail of not just the design, but also of the mounting. And I'll even zoom in a little bit closer here so we can all just take a moment and appreciate the diamonds that have been hand set one by one via microscope. That is how small of a scale that our jewelers work with. And it is here for $24.99. Next up, we had someone who called in who would like to see A quick little flash of the Congo that we had from earlier, which I will assume means that it is still here. So call me on this one. Again, a beautiful pinky Imperial topaz stone. And we're going to go back to the Congo that we had not too long ago. Now this time we are even closer to our Congolese tourmaline. This was 1128575. This was our 256 emerald cut Congo tourmaline. Center stone, 30 or 20 points of the diamonds. You have diamonds going on either side with a slightly larger stone in the center of it all. And it was here, still is here, seems like, for $12.99. I would highly recommend it in the white gold. If you want to change it, the next best thing would probably be the yellow gold, but again, I do advise it stay in the white gold here. And look at that, the blue flashes, the blue undertones here and there that you see here, the warmer greens throughout the top side, and there it is, a Congo tourmaline, one that you will never forget. And this is what it looks like on the hand as well. Again, still an emerald cut stone, smaller than the Kunzite we had not too long ago, and shining even brighter than our own VS diamond band and bracelet here. And that truly is why emerald cuts, one of my favorite cuts ever, just because of that. I mean, right? If you squint your eyes at the screen right now, that emerald cut stone is the brightest thing on the screen right now. Your eye is instantly drawn to it. And it is still here for $12.99 on this one, true to size. You can also feel free to dress it up with some diamonds, right? If you have some diamond bands, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you have some diamond bands, you can just put it around this ring to give it some more diamonds, right? You don't have to wear it just like it is. You can really add more to it and just give it more diamonds, right? Maybe the Wonder Rings won't work with this one, but I feel like any sort of average bands could potentially work here. And let's bring it back up close here, show you one more time what it looks like. And just like that, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any other requests regarding the Congo tourmalines, we have a selection of them. I think what is left tends to be on the larger side, so that's just a heads up there. And thank you for being here with me. My name is Joyce, and last hour is upon us. Now, if you haven't heard me say, or haven't seen me wearing these pieces, this diamond band and this diamond bracelet entirely consisted of oval VS diamonds will be here tomorrow. It's going to be a diamond day tomorrow. I can already feel it. And we also have yellow diamonds too. So if you want to see a preview, I don't know if I'm allowed to preview it, but it's a really cool piece. And for the price, it's like, so it is a value for, all of these pieces here, but I had a lot of questions on it already. And it's going to be here tomorrow. So again, you do not want to miss even a single moment of tomorrow's show. It's going to be beautiful. And thank you for being here with me so far. If you have any requests, again, last hour is here. And if there's anything you want to see, I have some more pieces here. Russian demantoid bangle, but if my multi-sapphire bangle is still here, maybe I'll hold off on the Russian demantoid bangle. If you want to see it, let me know. It's a singular stone. I have some GI certified diamonds and emerald cut white diamonds, so if you want to see that, let me know. And anything else that might still be here from the first 2 hours, you can call us up, double check with your operators. If you want to see it again, you want to see it, you want me to flip my hand over and show you the inside of the band, I can do that. Whatever you want to see, I can do. And again, thank you for being here with me so far. And let's go back to our Congolese tourmaline. And I just cannot believe it. Are we all okay with this one? Because this is a beautiful stone. I'm sure we can all agree on it. But how is this still hanging out here, right? $12.99 for just the semi-mount is already insane considering all of the gold, right? You saw it on the hand. It's not a teeny tiny little thing, right? It's got a lot going on. A lot of the gold, the way that the light bounces off of it, $12.99 is just incredible on this one. Let me know. Blue zircon earrings are here too. Gentlemen, Burma ruby. Burma ruby gent ring is here today too. If you would like to see it, it is coming up next. My Imperial topaz, we just had that. Also still available for the taking. Next up, 112-7410. Let me know on this one. And here we go. This is my ruby gents ring, Rolex style, and it is our 206 private collection Burma ruby. 59 points of your diamonds in a ring, start price. You know, I've seen my fair share of larger rubies here and there. 2 carat plus for $19,999, right? Especially out there, right? If you've only shopped with TVON, you've probably seen rubies out there for something similar like this in terms of size, maybe a little bit lesser quality for that price, if not more. Which is why you will never see me shopping at some high-end designer place, because they're just selling you a name, right? If that's what you like, that's fine. But for me, I'm gonna be wearing it. I don't care if it's designer or not. I just want a great quality piece, great value. I don't want to drop, tens of thousands of dollars on, a plain gold band, right? It doesn't feel right for me, at least. Same thing can be said about gemstones, where, a lot of people out there, they may not have access to TVON. They don't know what it's all about. They don't know how good of a deal, how truly it can be too good to be true that it can get. And a lot of you guys I've talked to in the last couple of weeks have called in repeatedly and said, you guys need to stop with the values because, the budget does not allow it. But because of our values, we are able to accommodate for a lot of your budgets, so that you can get more than one piece with, your budget, right? You don't have to limit yourself to just one piece just because it's, priced very high, like this one started at. We're gonna bring it all the way down. It's not even $99.99. Do we have a question about the Congo? Bangle, yes. Do you want to see it? Okay. I'll bring it up next. We have a question about my demantoid bangle. Okay, of all the bangles I have today, which is 2, I'll just quickly flash it for them. I'll wrap up the ruby, but that's what the demantoid bangle looks like. It's just a singular stone, single halo, yellow gold only on this one. It's coming up next. Had a question on that one. And if you maybe missed it, I had a multicolored sapphire bangle also still here, so if you want to see that again, let me know. But for this ruby, let me try it on so you can see the ruby size, the presence. It's definitely not my size right now, so I'm doing my best here, but look at that. The ruby's got glow. It's got that 206 presence to it. It's got gold to it. This is a heavy gold weight. It's got an under gallery too. We talked a little bit about under galleries yesterday. We can still size it for you. This one, however, does have to stay like it is in the yellow gold. And once again, with rubies, I do highly recommend them in the yellow gold only. This one, there's no option. You can still change the gold, change the ring size, but the gold color has to stay like it is. And if you would like it, have a couple of people already thinking about it. No surprise there. We don't have a lot of gents rings, especially not with rubies of this caliber. But here it is, once again, from the side there. You have diamonds on the side too. Very deceptive mounting with, the added diamonds on the side. It's almost like a hide and seek. And let's bring it back up close. We'll get right to it. If you would like this ruby, we're gonna make it $5,999. And this is a complete view of it from the side into the back side. Once again, with that under gallery, we can still size it for you. Just give us some time. Through the other side here and back to the front. And this is that gents ring ruby, the one and only gents ring that I have as of today. And next up is going to be that Russian demantoid bangle that someone has caught? Someone has got their eye on. Russian demantoids, also another stone that I would love to see more of, but it's just not happening. We'd love to see more of, new stones, more options. Historically, they've only been the rounds. Here's also a round. It's 1113291. This is another piece, like my other bangle, that is really going to be a going back in time sort of moment here. This is a center stone that is large. It's a carat 43. It's not small. If you know what our 1 carat stones go for, this is a few points shy of a carat and a half, meaning it is a lot more. Yellow gold only on this one. It is intense. Does it not remind you of that opal we had earlier, right? With how neon it is. It's been a while since we've seen the stone at all. And here it is in a bangle, carat 43 center, 30 points in your single halo, $99.99 should be price. And here it is today. One caller gets it. It's been here for long enough. Today's the day. You know what? Today's the day. If it doesn't go, then I will take that center stone out. I'll have someone help me. And I'll save the stone for something else. Maybe I'll do something 3-stone style with Paraibas. Who knows? Would love to do something like that if it doesn't go. But it is in a bangle right now. We're going to bring it all the way down, not even $5,999. And before anything else happens here, let me also show you what it looks like against the wrist here. It's been a while since it's been opened, so give me a second here. And there it is. That's what it looks like against the wrist. A singular Russian demantoid in a bangle. The bangle itself too, it's not just a single band of gold where the size is consistent throughout the entire thing. There's actually some level of tapering, which means that the front is slightly wider and it kind of narrows out, but it's not going to narrow out to the point where it's paper thin. It's still substantial. If you would like this Russian demantoid bangle, we're gonna make it $3,999, and that is it on my one and only. Where a piece where it's gone through, time, right? It's sat in our inventory, time has passed. The price of Russian demantoids have gone up, right? You've seen them throughout here and there. We don't have a lot left, but to have a stone that has remained unchanging throughout the years here, we're finally today on September 27th, 2025, it is here for that same old price it was. How many years ago? It is absolutely insane. It's insane that I'm going insane. We are verifying on this one. It has to go. Of course. My pink diamond is coming up next. So it looks like we are going to head deeper into the museum here. Let me know on this Russian demantoid. Jason, let me know if they have any other questions here. We have a request for my GIS certified pink diamond coming up next. This is a beauty. I mean, it's perfect too, right? It's neon. It's not too dark. It's not too light. It's ideal Russian demantoid. It is here for the time being. Pink diamond coming up next. It is my 48-point GIS certified pink diamond here. So thank you for the request there. It is an oval and it is, again, GIA certified. It is 1122570 coming up next. I'll move on from this one, but let me know if you have any other questions regarding this Russian demantoid bangle right here. I'll also do a 360 here. So that's what it looks like from the side. Have a slight basket from the underside there, and then from the other side you have double figure 8 safety clasps, and it is again very secure, so you will not lose this bangle right here. And next up, pink diamond alert. The first of our certified pieces. This is our 48-point. It is an SI2. It is a light pink. It is a pink diamond. 8 points of your pink diamond accents in the halo immediate to the center stone. You have 77 points of your VS white diamonds. And maybe I'm being a little bit picky here, but that center stone is giving me a little bit of a purple vibe. Maybe I've been too influenced from the last couple of weeks where everyone has been, you know, fighting for purple diamonds. But that stone looks like it looks a little purple, but here it is, the GIA cert. And not only is it a light pink, but it is also a fancy light pink as stated here. So there we go. Here is the certification that goes with, and it is in fact a fancy light pink, meaning it is right over here. So as opposed to being just a light diamond, it is a fancy. So meaning that it will go more towards a darker tone as opposed to these faint, very light and light up here. You have your little clarity chart in the center panel. I'm actually quite surprised. SI2, right? SI2 is right over here on the scale. And aside from this little inclusion right here and the little something over here, I'm not seeing much. I'm quite honestly surprised that it was labeled as an SI2. Have any questions on the demantoid bangle? No questions? Sounds good. And here we go. It's a natural stone. Color distribution is even. Color origin, natural, because you do know that some stones are treated to enhance its color. This one, nuh-uh. Now that we've gone through the certification, one last task remains, and that is the price. But before that, let me try it on for you too. Voila, there it is. There she is. Our 48-point fancy light pink SI2, which I questioned, but we know the GIA can be kind of strict sometimes. But here it is. Even from here, I'm amazed that that center stone is visible, because quite honestly, I would have expected for that center stone to just kind of disappear into the diamonds. But even from here, surrounded entirely by diamonds in that ring, that center stone is still visible. Now, here's where it started. It was supposed to be $29,999. Pink diamonds are one of those stones where literally every single point matters. If this stone were just 2 points larger, then even that start price would be drastically different, right? For stones that naturally lean smaller, which is why we rarely see any of these pink diamonds go a carat plus, and that's why you always hear about these large pink diamonds being auctioned off for millions of dollars. Every single point matters. We're gonna bring it back up close, and I will give you, quite honestly, a value on this one. Because when you have a stone that's that close to half a carat, the price is still going to be up there, right? A 48-point stone is going to be very different from, let's say, even a 30-point stone. And we've had pink diamonds sprinkled throughout TVON's history, right? You've seen some of them. From 10-pointers to 13-pointers to even 15-pointers, right? Wildly different. This one too, even though it's larger than what we usually have, I'm still going to discount it. This is still one of those collector's pieces. It may not be a 1 carat pink diamond, which we do have those. If you want to see them, let me know. We are still going to give you an absolute steal on this one. You call me right now, we're gonna make it $9,999, and that is it. On my one and only 48-point, fancy, light pink, GIA certified pink diamonds. And it looks like that, true to size on this one. It's just decked out with pink and white diamond accent stones, split shank on the sides. Through the back it looks like this. Two-tone gold stays as is. You have rose gold where you have your pink diamond, so that is the center stone and the halo immediately surrounding it. Everything else is in the white gold. And despite all that, it's still everyday wearable. The design looks a little bit more fancy, yes, but the size overall is not unwearable. You can still wear your pieces every day. as the value of it goes up. $99.99 on this one. Let me know what you think. I think my demantoid bangle might still be here. So I guess we are done for bangles for the day, because I actually do not have anything else, which is a good thing. And anything else you want to see, my Indicolite pendant, had a couple of people talking about it, but I think it's still here as well. $99.99 on this one. Think about it if you must. Feel free to take any, screenshots, any pictures of the ring, screen recording, jot down those item numbers. It's really helpful in the future if you have any questions, or even, even at the end of the show if you want to just talk about some of these pieces, right? So it's good to have a reference, and it is here for the time being. My Gents Ruby, still available too. I'm gonna flash that GI certified white diamond. My only other GI certified piece of the day. That is an emerald cut in the center right there. The diamond in the center is a 101. So if you are in fact interested in this one, let me know. And interestingly enough, this white diamond 101 looks very similar in size to this 48-point pink diamond. That's just a little funny, but yeah, if you want to see that white diamond, let me know. Just thought I'd throw it in here for a quick little flash. Now we also have Paraiba earrings. Now, if you want to see any of our other GI certified pink diamonds, I'm going to do some mental inventory again. We have, I believe, 2 smaller stones. I think they're like between like 13 to 15 points, I think. I think we also have, one other Marquise pink diamond that is close in carat size to this one, this 48-pointer. Again, I'm going off of memory here. And we have our 2 1-carat plusers, and I think that's it. We also have a pear shape, which I think is around ½ a carat, so if you want to see any of those too, I'm sure we can bring it out. But that's all I remember for now. So we have some smaller stones that are GI certified. We have this one. We have a pear shape that is similar, a pear shape and a Marquise that are similar in size to this one, I believe, and also 2 larger 1-carat plusers, if you're interested. So if you want to see what else we might have, they're all GI certified. We can bring them out if you want to have a side-by-side, and let me know on this one. Now next up, we have 112-8224. They are going to be Paraiba studs, again with the specialty mounting, perfectly made for your 2 perfectly matching stones. They are ovals. Let me know on this one if you have any questions on it. And next up we have these. If you didn't know, we had huge Paraiba dangle earrings. Those might be a little too much for most of us out there, but if you would like an everyday wearable alternative, you're looking at them right now. This is it. 14K white gold only on this one. Carat 26 total weight of your Paraibas. 15 points total weight on your baguettes. Jason, did you take it? You can take it if you want. One of my bangles is verifying. Sounds good. Let me know when it goes. And 15 points of your baguettes. So if you care for the breakdown of the diamonds, 15 points of the baguettes and 12 points of your round diamonds. The post for this one is going to lean towards one side. So as you can see right here, it's not going to be in the direct center, but I think that's okay because these earrings are studs and they will not, pull your lobes down and, stretch them out even more. They are going to stay put in your ear as a normal stud will. They're just going to be more of that north-south elongated sort of look. So they do have, visually a larger presence to them against the ear here. But even here, these stones, you just can't beat that neon color. Again, these stones were not dipped into some, liquid to make them have this, neon color, right? This is all natural and from the earth. Not a lot of stones have this sort of neon aspect to it. This is one of them. And this is the one and only pair of Paraiba studs that I do have. So if you would like them, you can call me now If you see the price and you're like, I'll think about it, or maybe no thanks, you can hang up. That's it, right? No charge there. Started at $13,999. Custom made mountings just for your 2 stones, perfectly matched out of the private collection. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take them all the way down. They're not even going to be $7,999 on these here today. I'm going to borrow one, take them against the ear here, and that is what they look like. Surprisingly large. Because I know when we see things up close, we're so used to looking at rings that earrings sometimes may not look as large, but then when you consider that the ear is not exactly, you know, the same size as the hand, these look ginormous. And they are a perfect match. We're going to bring them down even lower here. If you have a larger primary piercing, I'm even thinking you could possibly even put them up here, higher up on the ear. But I think wearing them here is the best way to go with them. And we're going to bring them back up close, take another look at them, perfectly matched stones. I'll also show you the back of them. So once again, that's the back. Clean, bright neon stones. That's the other side. The back of it. Post is towards one side once again. And if you would like it, we're going to make it $5,999. Take them if you want. $59.99, very first caller can get them. Pink diamond is still here. At this point, I feel like we have more certified pink diamonds than blue ink block Tanzanites, which is a little sad, but you know, it happens. Pink diamonds, we can always, you know, go out and get more when the value is right, when the price is right. It doesn't happen often. Happens like literally once a year. But when it does happen, we make sure to scoop up those deals. So if you want to see that pink diamond again, you let me know. If you want to see any of our other pink diamonds that I had briefly mentioned, you can also call us and see if we can maybe bring it out for you before the end of the show here. And may I know who got that demantoid bangle? Who? Thank you so much. You're going to love it. This stone is so intense, bright and neon. Congratulations on that one. Now, Paraiba, I feel obligated. If you want to get the earrings and also the ring and wear them together, yes, you can. Let's bring back the ring. One more look here. It has to go. I don't understand. So many calls about it. So many questions about it. Is that really a 204 for $99.99? Yes, it is. The ring is once again 112-8223. And for some reason, it is still here. Now it's with a fingerprint because I have been manhandling it all day here. Let me get that cleaned up here for just a second. There we go. The ring, $99.99. The earrings, $59.99. The perfect match set. You have your tapered baguettes in the ring right here. You have your baguettes and the rounds right here, just like so. I mean, this is a dream come true. And Paraiba earrings do not happen every day. The colors on Paraibas can vary even by a fraction. Some stones can have even just a very faint hint of the green. These, surprisingly, across the earrings and the ring, the color is consistent. I was inspired. They're both up here together. If you want to see any of them, again, up close by itself, let me know. But the ring, for some reason, 82 points of tapered baguettes is also not a, you know, whatever sort of deal, right? Tapered baguettes, once again, are more expensive than the rounds. You can't look at 82 points and think, oh yeah, they typically price their diamonds like this, and if I subtract it from $99.99, it's not that much. And, you know, 14K white gold, you know, it's just a ring, right? It's not anything like a saddle ring where it's a huge mounting, right? You good? And, right? But you have to take these things into consideration now. Considering where gold is going, where it's, you know, double, triple, you know, who knows where it's going, right? The price of platinum. And the diamonds, they are going up too, right? Nothing, very few things, even outside of this little world that we are in, have stayed the same throughout. So here's where you can, again, truly score a 204 Paraiba. Even if you were to ignore the mounting, ignore the gold, ignore the diamonds, just take that stone for $99.99. People are going to ask you, where did you steal this from? Where did you get a 204 Paraiba in the year 2025 for $99.99? That is insane. If you want to see any other stones, I went in the back and I checked. I have a smaller stone. I have a carat, I believe it's a carat 73 or a carat 75. It is the exact same price. The diamonds are just rounds. It's in the signature style. The overall look is smaller, and it's the same price. And we all know that once Paraibas hit that sweet 2 carat range, the price goes up exponentially. So let me know on these. I'm gonna try on the ring one more time in case anyone is thinking about it. There it is. Again, feel free to take any pictures you want. That's what the ring looks like from the front. From the side, again, it does not stick out too high. True to size on this one for $99.99, a 204. I can bring out other 204s that start at $15,000. If you want me to, I can bring it out right now. They're not gonna go, but they are there. It's insane to me that this is here for $99.99. One person has to get it. It could be you. Call me right now if you're still thinking about it. If you have any other questions, let me know. This is that bright neon blue. And you saw how well it went with the earrings. They're all here for the time being. Let's give it 60 last seconds here before we move on. I have a couple of pieces I want to recap before I bring out anything else that is new for today. In terms of brand new pieces, I already showed all of them. My Congo tourmaline is still here. My Kunzite. And maybe I showed it too early. I might bring back the multicolored sapphire bangle because an entire bangle for 524 of sapphires for only $29.99 is absurd. And the fact that it is still here is concerning. Like if you wanted to take the bangle and just, take out all the stones and just melt the gold down and, sell the diamonds, right? You already have yourself an entire sapphire collection, right? If you maybe are just a gemstone collector, we're just basically sending you free gold and diamonds at this point. So let me know on these. We are going to recap some pieces coming up next. My diamond earrings, we had 3 pairs of. Don't know if those are still available, so call your operators and double check on those. We had color change Sphene, color change diaspore. We had a Panther pendant, Mahenge pink spinel, Opal, some zircon pieces, and anything else that I'm yelling out. If you want to see my GI certified 101 emerald cut white diamond, that is up for grabs as well. But let me know on this one. These have to go, especially this one. The ring must go. Let's bring back this one right here. 1112769. This was that beautiful multicolored sapphire bangle for only $29.99. If this were a ring, it'd probably be $29.99. Like if you were to take it out of the bangle and somehow were to squeeze all of the stones into one ring, it'd be at least $29.99, if not more. Like maybe we'll have to do a double row look of the multicolored sapphires, but if this were a ring, it would not be $29.99, it would be more. And here we are looking at an entire bangle, and this entire bangle is only $29.99, plus all of this gold. Double figure 8 safeties over here. So once you close your bangle, you're going to hear a click. You just fasten these 2 figure 8s over here, and it's extra secure. So there's basically like 2 layers of security to it. You can see through the backs of all of your sapphires here. Every single stone is clean. Not a single stone has an inclusion. And through the back, where the bangle itself does taper nicely in the back. So it's everyday wearable. It's not too heavy. It's not going to turn and twist. It is going to be an oval shape. So what I like that we've done throughout the years is that our bangles are oval shaped, meaning they're not going to turn and flip. Because the last thing you want to have a bangle like this do as you're wearing it is for it to turn and flip so that this side is at the top, right? Because naturally, a lot more is happening over here. So this is going to be a heavier, and gravity will obviously pull it downwards. But if this were a round bangle, it'd be turning and flipping and no one will want to wear it. But because it's an oval, it's going to follow the natural shape of your wrist. And because of that, the bangle will not turn, it will not roll, it will not flip. It's going to stay put on your arm even if you shake it. So it's still here, $29.99, unbelievable. Let me try this one on one more time as well here. White gold only here, and you heard the click, and there we go. See, if this were a ring, truly, if this were a ring, it'd be way more than $29.99, I guarantee you. Once again, this bracelet and this ring are coming up tomorrow. You do not want to miss it, but this bangle, for the time being, multicolored sapphires, has to go for $29.99. If not, we're taking it apart and melting it down. It is a deal for sapphire lovers out there, especially if you're like me and you prefer to have multiple different colors to look at in one piece. You have your teals, your cornflower blues, your greens, your yellows, your purples, your pinks, it almost looks like a cashmere sapphire sort of look, right? All of these different colors in one piece, $29.99. All of the stones hand selected and approved by our jewelers and our designers just for you for only $29.99. And that is it. We're going to bring it back up close here and see what else we might have to show you here today before we go. My large color change diaspore pendant, verifying on it a while ago. I believe it might still be hanging out here. Speaking of multiple colors, I do have an unheated peacock tanzanite here today. It is with the yellow diamonds and the white diamonds here. It is 1123297, stays like it is for the gold color, which means we can size it for you, but there is nothing major to be changed about it. Call me on this one, do not forget about it. And here we go. The closest thing I have to a blue ink block tanzanite is this. This is a tanzanite. So going forward, we might just have to be bringing these, right? If there's no blue ink block D, then there's this. The next best thing where there are flashes of what looks like blue ink block D tanzanites in it, but it's not the same, I know, but I guess it's the next best thing. This is an unheated stone. It's our 429. 48 points of the VS yellow diamonds, 86 points of your VS white diamonds, stays like it is. Those yellow diamonds are some of the most vivid diamonds I have ever seen. Whenever I see yellow diamonds that look like this, it's always a coin flip. It's like, are those yellow diamonds or are those yellow sapphires, right? More often than not, it's yellow diamonds, which means the price should be elevated significantly. Whenever we have a fancy colored diamond out there, you know that the price doubles, triples, quadruples, right? Even for smaller stones like this. Now for this ring, $79.99, where it was. This one definitely leans more towards the purple side, which I actually like the complementary colors of the purple and the yellows. I think it brings out each other very nicely here. And this is what we're gonna do on this one. Again, this stone overall, if we're to compare it to blue ink block tanzanite, it's leaning more purple. Obviously, it's not the same thing, but I know the color looks, at some angles, very similar, but this stone is more purple. For this one, my oh my, $39.99, not even the price on this one. It's gone through its own fair share of discounts. And today we are taking it even below $2,999. Double row of diamonds on the band. Double halo of diamonds around your center stone. This is what it looks like on the hand here. A really unique color combination. A really unique center stone first and foremost, right? It may lean a little bit more towards the purple, but it doesn't look like amethyst. It doesn't look like kunzite. It doesn't look like royals and barons. It doesn't look like any other purple gemstone. It looks true to itself, right? With the unheated peacock tanzanites. And even those stones across the board, you've seen a couple of them. They do also have their own range of color. If you like this one, it's true to size. That's what it looks like from the side there. I just love how we dressed it up with the yellow diamonds, right? The vivid yellow diamonds. And here is what we are going to do on this one. Bring it back up close, show you one more time, see what it's all about. We're gonna make it $2,399, and that is it. On an entire ring decked out with vivid yellows, bright brilliant whites, and a 429 Tanzanite, unheated Tanzanite in the center to complete it all. And here it is, $23.99 on this one. I have a ruby also, in case anyone is interested. Don't worry, it's not the gents ring. It's a little bit different, a little bit smaller. And it's in the platinum as well. It's going to be coming up next. Let me know on this one. Again, last 20 minutes of the show is here, so going to be zooming through a couple of pieces here before we go. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. It's always good to have a nice little reminder of some of these pieces. This is 112-6826. This is our platinum 75-point oval Burma ruby, very similar to that ring we had last night, but this has a little bit more happening in terms of the mounting, almost giving it like, in a way, it's almost like an evil eye design. In another way, it's almost like a ring in the center, and then you have two wonder rings, one on either side, just completing this stacked look. Either way, this ring was supposed to be $39.99, and today we have brought it all the way down to $1,499, and that is it on this one. Let me know if you would like to take it. I mean, that ruby is just crisp and clean, even though it is covered with fingerprints here. This is what it looks like on the hand. And there we go on this one here today. Questions? The bangle? Both my bangles are gone? Thank you so much. Now I feel better. Thank you to, who got our bangle? Thank you so much, Ellen, for that bangle. Both my bangles are gone. Now we don't have to melt them down. Congrats on both of those bangles, on the sapphires and the demantoids. And now this ruby has to go. $14.99 on this one. Look at how the diamonds have so much presence. And the platinum too. It is a heavy ring, you know. Platinum, just looking at it, right? If you've never had platinum before, it might not look like much, but once you hold it, you can feel how much more dense it feels in the hand. And it's, you know, even for smaller stones like this, it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? For smaller stones like this, you're not exactly going to put, 10 carats of diamonds around it to give it a substantial weight. You can just put it in platinum. That is a perfect alternative. $14.99 on this one, true to size on my ruby. And bringing it up close, I have blue zircon earrings. Going to show them before we go here. Cat's eye and Indicolite also is coming up if you want to see it. I'll just flash it here. Let me just flash it real quickly so we can see what it looks like. There it is. Had one yesterday, flew out the door. If you maybe missed out on that one, we also have this one, so that's just a heads up there. But we also do have 112-7903, that being the blue zircon earrings. I'm going to show both of them here against the hand in just a moment as I get them ready. And here they are. Blue zircon dangles. This is 112-7903, 1052 total weight of your blue zircons. Did I mention private collection stones? 80 points of your white diamonds in that single halo around each blue zircon. And truly, I have another pair of blue zircon drops, smaller center stones, less diamond weight, and it's more. It's like double the price. I saw these, and I was like, well, obviously I'm gonna take these, right? Who doesn't want larger blue zircons with more diamond weight and a smaller price? These were supposed to be $79.99, but not today. Truly, if you've been thinking about blue zircon earrings, And if you see these and you think they're a little too big, I'd still encourage you to just try them out. Try them out. Maybe you will end up falling in love with them, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. You send them right on back. Stays like is in the white gold, is no longer going to be even $59.99 here today. Would love for someone to have this. And truly for the price, I mean, for the price of one stone in a ring, right, we are already in that range of what we have seen before for one of these stones in a ring. It's not going to happen. You're getting the entire pair, perfectly matched stones. White gold stays as is. There's no backing to worry about, so they will not, you know, fly off of your ear once the backing's off and, you know, right, all that fun stuff. They will stay put. They are not even $49.99. Would love for someone to just try them out. It's been so long. In fact, I think this is the first time that we have seen blue zircon earrings in this size. If we ever have stones in this size, it's always put into rings. But rings, 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 you can only have so many rings. What about your ears, right? Here's where you can have earrings, statement pieces, if you want them to be. These can be whatever you want them to be. You can wear them every single day if you wanted to. They're not overly dressed where you feel like you have to save them for that one special event. You can wear them every single day. They're not even $49.99. I'm going to bring it up close here so we can take a look at our beautiful blue zircons and see what they are all about here. This is one of them. And I'm going to borrow the other one and show it to you against the ear here, because I think we need to see the size of them, right? It's not overwhelming. It's not, you know, too much, right? Again, I'm not that tall, right? But I could still wear these. I don't have a presence to me, right? I'm just here, you know, just standing in the background, but I could still wear these, and I don't feel like it's too much. I'm going to help you with the price on these. It's not even $49.99. You have to call me now. We have 3 people thinking about this one pair of earrings right now. And here, I'm even going to move it. So as you have these in your ears, as you're walking around, right, even if it's windy outside, these will move, and they'll look like that. It's going to be dancing in your ears. We're going to discount them even lower. Let's bring them back up close here. I will hold one for you so you can see what they are all about. And we are going to make it $3,999 on my blue zircon earrings, and that is it. Blue zircons that look like that, perfectly matched, one pair. If you want to see the other pair, we can bring it out, but just know that the center stones are smaller, the diamond weight is smaller, the price is double. I don't understand why or how, but these are here, right now, $39.99 for the entire pair. You saw them. They have such an amazing presence in the ear. They're not, you know, too much. I think that's what a lot of us are scared of, right? Too much. Of course, cat's eye and Indicolite coming up next. And if we have any other requests, please let us know. We are verifying on this one, but I do have a request coming up next for Marcy. So next up is 1121150. That is going to be the cat's eye and Indicolite that I had flashed, that a couple of us actually looks like we quite liked it here. So thank you for that. And let me know on the blue zircon earrings. Looks like they may or may not be gone, but here it is, cat's eye and Indicolite. My, oh my. Look at how strong this cat's eye is. This is our 480 center stone. It is a round. Very much reminds me of the Indicolite pendant that we had not too long ago. 25 points of your yellow diamonds. Again, with those intensely vivid yellow diamonds in the sides there. That is not easy to do. Perfectly matched as well. You have 14 points of your white diamonds, all bezel set. 1 in each corner, right behind the prongs of your center stone. $99.99 should be priced on this one, but not today. Today is the day that it will go. Again, cat's eye and Indicolites, looks like they may be making a comeback. Perfect, in time for next month. This is what we're gonna do on this one, yellow gold only, and if you would like it, we're gonna make it $19.99, that is it. And wait till you see it on the hand, because $19.99 for a ring of this size is insane. Look at that, right? I mean, where did the band go? The band is completely gone. It has completely disappeared. This entire ring is $19.99. I tell you, I cannot recreate this mounting today for this price. I don't even think I can get the yellow diamonds today and, you know, put it in this ring again. But it is here, $19.99. Cabochon cut for the center stone. Yellow gold only, true to size. Questions? So the bracelet and the ring are actually going to be here tomorrow. Not today, tomorrow. I know everyone is so excited about it, and I'm so glad to hear that, but the bracelet and the ring, the diamonds, they are going to be here tomorrow. Not today, tomorrow. I know. I don't know when exactly, but they are going to be here tomorrow. And I am just so excited because, you know me, one of my very favorite pieces that we've done was one of our largest tennis bracelets. It was with round diamonds. And yeah, so this is like, this is taking me back, right? So bracelet, ring, tomorrow. And I would encourage you to just really think already of what gold color you might want for these. Ring sizes, gold colors, maybe even how many. Again, it's going to be here tomorrow. It's going to be it's going to be special. That's all I can say. It's going to be special. So, thank you for looking at the cat's eye and Indicolite. Yes, you want it? Sounds good. Does Marcy not want my? Yes. Of course, my emerald cut Congo. I didn't even put it away because I knew that there was going to be another question on it. Here is the emerald cut Congo tourmaline on the hand one more time here. Sounds good. Thank you so much for this one. It looks like it is already gone. I mean, congratulations. It's one of my favorites. I have to add it to my list. One of my favorites of all time, this Congo tourmaline. Congratulations. It is a beautiful ring. Not only the stone, but the ring itself is beautiful. So congrats on this one. Let's go back to our cat's eye Indicolite. My Paraiba is still here, $99.99. Why? Why is it still here? Cat's eye Indicolite. Well, let me show you the back side of this one too, so you can see. Even though it is a larger ring, can you see where towards the sides, the left and the right, where it kind of curves outwards? That curve is where you have your adjacent fingers, which means that this ring will stay put on your hand. It's going to basically fit the form of your finger of your hand so that it's not going to roll or turn or flip. So that's the beauty of a very subtle detail to design on this one. And here it is, cat's eye Indicolite, sharp and crisp. Love to see it. Even the larger diamonds, love to see that as well. And anything else for today? My blue zircon earrings may still be here as well. Looks like I'll just be pulling some pieces here for a final quick look as we count down the last couple of minutes of today's show here. So let me bring back the Paraiba. There it is. Paraiba is still here. Gonna add a couple of other pieces as well, including a Kunzite, brand new today. Had our private collection Imperial topaz. And I'm going to zoom back a hair here and think of what else I could possibly put and recap. We also had Paraiba earrings, studs. So if you're maybe thinking still about the set, why not? The earrings are $59.99. The ring itself is $99.99. We had a beautiful Kunzite, brand new today. Several pieces are going out the door here, and I'm going to do a really weird thing and put a pendant in the back. If you know which pendant it's going to be. It is going to be that monster diaspore pendant here. Looks like that. In fact, I might put it behind our emerald cut there. I mean, even from here, it's just straight up looking like a color change Sphene, right? With all of the different colors. This one back here is still available for $88.88. My color change diaspore pendant. Anything else? Let me see. My pink diamond. Where's my pink diamond? My pink diamond is right here. Had a GI certified pink diamond today. It is my 48 pointer. It is a fancy light pink for $99.99. It is still here if you would like to take it. It's not coming out. Here we go. There it is in my hands. Now on the wheel. So have a couple of last call pieces here. If there's anything you want to see, I'm going to try and find anything else that might still be here. Had a Mahenge pink spinel, but I think we're good for now. Or maybe I could replace the Imperial topaz with it, but they're both very special stones and I would not want to take either of those down. But In the very beginning, maybe I really did show this way too early, but we had a triple colored ring. And if you look at it compared to the sizes of some of these other rings here, as I hover it here, this entire ring was $12.99. And just to show you the size of it, let me also try it on one more time. This was at the very beginning of the show. This was 1119829. A carat 60 of all of your rubies, sapphires, and diamonds in solid 18K white gold and $12.99, and it's still here. True to size on this one, like, hello. You can wear this wherever too. I would wear it maybe even here, middle finger. Definitely not the thumb or the pinky, but I mean, the size of the ring by itself for $12.99 is crazy. I mean, if you were to show me that ring and say, guess the price, I'd guess at least, you know, at least $19.99, maybe even $29.99. But no, it's $12.99 on this ring right here. Again, not half the hand at all. It is a beautiful one. And yes, did someone say the square one? The square one is on my hand. Perfect timing, $12.99 on this one. It's not half the hand. It's very subtle, but also follows the curve of your hand too. So it's not likely to catch on anything, especially with the colder weather coming up. You know, we're going to be wearing the knits and the sweaters and layering up, right? It's not going to catch on anything. Let me know on this one. We're going to bring it back up close here and see. Yes, this up here is an Imperial topaz private collection. A lot of these stones up here, private collection. We also had a Mahenge pink spinel, if that's what they are looking for, that I can also bring up and show you a comparison of. Again, last call, last couple of minutes are here. We will be here for a couple of minutes after the end of the show if you want to chat about any of these pieces, especially any of these high-end, you know, the Paraiba specifically. If you want to talk about that one, I will be here for as long as you need me to talk about it. And I just put up the Mahenge pink spinel as well if anyone would like to see it too here. Let me know if you want to see anything on the hand. I can try on anything for you as long as it's, you know, a ring, complete ring. All of these are complete rings. I have no idea what I'm saying anymore. Everything up here must go. The Paraiba, should I try it on one more time here? $99.99 for a 2 carat plus. Looks like this. One more time, it has to go. Tapered baguettes to complete the entire halo. Looks like that from the side. It is a complete ring. We will still size it for you, no problem there. But this has to go, my 204 oval Paraiba for $99.99. 82 points of your diamonds in that halo. Triple split shank going through the backside of the ring. 14K white gold solid. It's not plated. It's not mixed with anything else. It is 14K white gold, $99.99 on this one. You gotta call me on it. I highly doubt it's going to last through the end of the show. And let's bring it back up close here and put that back down onto the wheel here and see anything else. Last call, let me try on that pink diamond one more time here. And if you want to think about it, that's perfectly fine, but here it is. Take as many pictures as you want before we go here, so you do have a scale as to how large some of these pieces are. Again, this one is also $99.99, but again with a far different center stone. 48 points here, GIA certified. The certification will go to you for free. We already did all of the hard work and the waiting on this one. It is a complete ring, stays like it is for the gold color as well. And let's bring it back up close. And it's been a pleasure, right? I mean, I love that diaspore. Please call on that one. It's been a blast. Thank you for being here with me the last yesterday and today. It's been a fun 2 days, and Lauren will be back with us tomorrow. Tomorrow, right? Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, which means that the band and the bracelet will be here tomorrow. I am beyond excited. I am beyond excited for the ring and the bracelet. I am beyond excited that you guys are excited for it. So please tune in tomorrow. She will be back with us. And in addition to white diamonds too, we do also have a yellow diamond deal as well. I'm just going to say yellow diamonds. It's wearable. It's really nice. It's a new design too. So Pretty much all of these are new designs, so very excited that tomorrow is going to be a diamond deal sort of day. You do not want to miss out tomorrow. I would encourage you to think about the gold colors, ring sizes, you know, how you want to wear it, what you want to wear it with, right? It's going to be a special day tomorrow. I'm so excited, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well. Heard a lot of comments on the ring and the bracelet here today. Beyond excited. Can't believe that it's finally happening. And again, it's been a blast. If you want to, you know, call in, we'll be here for a couple minutes after the end of the show, and we can talk about any of these pieces up here. Again, if you have any requests, please get those in and check out the website. If you have anything that you might want to see, you can again call us so we can get it ready for you, even for tomorrow. That's no problem there at all. And thank you all for being here with me. My name is Joyce, and have a great rest of your day. We will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, 10 a.m. Pacific to 1 p.m. Eastern, or 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow.